Okay, anyway,
Let me
back
see.
live. Um, so Dami, you wanted to talk about the nominees for Designer of the Year. We'll start with that. We'll start after hours with that. What were your thoughts on the designers that were nominated? Like, do you agree with it? Who do you think should win? All of that.
Okay. Um, First of all, I think Jonathan Anderson should win. That's who I think should win, just
Really,
generally.
over Mitra.
I agree.
Yeah. Like honestly, when I was hearing you say Mutual or the girls love Miu, I was like, who are the
Mm.
girls?
He said, "Who are these girls?"
I
Now, to be
literally was
fair, the
like,
girls. Wait, what do you mean? The girls do love Mew Mew. To be fair,
this year.
yeah. I think this is the most. This is the most I've seen Mew Mew like in the streets in real life.
Okay, if
Then
we're gonna go by that in comparison
no,
to
I'm
the
just,
whole
I'm
year.
just, I'm just saying it's a side point. I agree overall. I think JW as well, but Mew Mew is definitely hot. Like that's
What
hot.
what what parameters would make you pick JW Anderson over Mitra for Mimi?
Um the creativity, the consistency, and the innovation.
Agreed.
Mm.
So yeah.
I think if
Like
we were maybe if this was a different year, it might be a bit closer.
Hmm.
But this
yeah.
year particularly,
Wait,
it might
wait,
be
sorry.
creasing.
It says Micah in darkness.
Because I'm just in bed, isn't it, man? I'm
I
lying down
told
in my
you, bro.
bed.
I'm trolling.
No, you are actually you've been unserious all night. Um, can you get up the list thing by the way? I wanted to chat about that as well. But generally I think it would go um there's a couple of people that I don't think should be there generally. One
Mm.
includes what is it called? Galliano.
Hmm.
As much as I do like Galliano's designs and I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible because you know what I'm saying, I don't see how one Margiela moment makes him the designer of the year.
Mm.
So like what would be the intention behind that?
I
And
mean, I wouldn't say it's a Margiela moment, but it isn't one. It's obviously like the show, and then the Met Gala, and then like editorials, and then but the set it still is coming off the one show. Like everything from that one show has like
yeah.
spread its wings.
I mean, to be fair, so do you feel like no matter how impactful, if it's just like one event, that's not enough to kind of give you the title for the year?
That means that Rick Owens would be very, very high.
No, I'm just asking in general.
Do I
Like, do you
think that
feel
one
like,
moment would make
like
the career?
if so
Not
in this
really.
case, you know, because it was a big moment. It was one of the few moments I've seen where like people who aren't really into fashion were kind of interacting and responding with fashion as well. The whole
Hmm.
Margiela couture. Um,
Yeah.
so do you feel like having a big moment like that, and then obviously it got rinsed at the Met Gala, it's getting rinsed in editorials, left, right, and center, all that kind of stuff. Do you feel like having that one moment that kind of reverberates through the industry is that enough for you to collect the title of like designer of the year, whatever, whatever? Or do you feel like then it needs to be lots of consistent different moments all accumulated together? Damn, that was eloquent. Jeez.
You tried.
This guy
You
is
tried.
completely unserious.
Yeah. I don't believe that that one moment can say you're the designer of the year. If we're talking about designers of the moment, maybe. But is this a moment conversation that we're having generally?
Not necessarily, but moments make up a year. That's why I
True.
asked.
Yeah, I think that's completely fair. Like, but then that would make me say that who would be more deserving of this moment, right? So does that would be? let's say Rick Owens. Rick Owens would be in the run-ins just as well as, because Rick
is
Owens
it
has
even
had
close
a,
for this?
because no, not even for the season. Like, if we're talking about moments and like social media following and impressions and everything like that, there's been a whole host of young, impressionable Gen Zs and Gen Alphas that love Rick Owens, love the Geo basket, and
Oh, but
it
that's a bit different because
it's not a bit different because that is part of fashion as well. Like, that's
no, of
part of
course.
what
But
makes
then the
trend.
question is like for the year specifically, because I feel like a year as well.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, moments are what make up a year. Like if the timeline were longer, I feel like moments have kind of less weight and less validity. But 6 months to a year is probably like the prime timeline where like moments weigh the most. But I hear what you're saying anyway. Ultimately, we agree it's JW, but I just think it's interesting that because I do think I can see if people picked Margiela, I would get why.
Mm.
You
You
know what I
think?
mean? If people pick Galliano for Margiela, like, I'd understand why.
Okay, yeah. I guess me and you just have a difference of opinion on that. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that that Margiela moment, because that means that I would have to do that in retrospect to a load of other designers of the year, because that means one of those years Virgil should have been designer of the year if we're going off moments in
Mm.
an
I think
individual
as
moment.
well, it just depends on like, because I think
But that's not the way
people
that they do it.
see a
But because
moment
it's
as like,
Galliano, people are like making concessions.
okay, that's a fair point. But I think the difference in this scenario is just the fact that like normally a moment is like, this 2 week period where something's really hot or like a 3 week period. But this one feels more elongated because you had the show, then you had everyone's response to the show, then the editorial looks started to pour in. Then it was the Met Gala, so it got stretched out like a lot
And the
longer.
film
Mm.
festivals.
Yeah, and the film festivals,
And
and
then he did the interview with Vogue, so it was like dragging and
and then
dragging.
system as well. Like it's a lot more drawn out. Like it's more than just like the moment
But
all leads back to the show at the end of the day. Obviously, like
so
it's
it's
still
one
one
show.
thing he did. It's still one
Mm.
thing he did. Don't get it twisted. Like we're not saying it's more than that. But it's just the
All right.
impact is like
Yeah, because that's one
far
of the
far wider reach.
criteria. It's like impact on the industry. So it's like innovation is one of them, impact on the industry is another, which is why actually I picked Mutual because I was like, okay, the innovation is not so much there, but the
Mm-hmm.
impact is there because literally, like I was saying, so many brands now, they look like Miu Miu.
Okay, my thing is that do you believe that I think Miu Miu won it 2020 or Mutual won it 2020?
And
He
I
won it
have to,
2020.
I don't know off the dome.
yeah, neither do I.
Yeah. So I, in my opinion, I believe based on what we're saying, um Virgil Abloh should have won it back then in 2020 during the pandemic, or 2021,
To be
whichever one
fair,
it
I
was.
do know that there was one year anyway that Virgil was definitely supposed to win it.
It's probably 2021. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
But
says Miuccia Prada won the Fashion Designer of the Year award in 2013.
he won it in 2020.
Let me just have a look. 1 second.
Or was there even one in 2020 because we were in the middle of a
Um,
pandemic? It's so weird that I've
yeah,
sometimes
2020 there wasn't any. It was like
yeah,
community,
there was.
creativity, environment, people.
All right,
So
yeah.
2019 was Daniel Lee for Bottega
Hmm.
Veneta.
Makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
And then the year, let's say 2021, was Kim Jones for Dior Men and Fendi. So yeah.
Damn. No, that just made it hard for me. No, because that would like the reason why Kim Jones won, or I would think Kim Jones should win in 2021 is the exact same reason I think JW Anderson should win in this year.
Well then, case closed.
But yeah.
Mhm.
But if we're going by moments, I believe Virgil Abloh because he had a bigger moment in 2021. But yeah. I
I
was just
think,
trying to like draw parallels, but in reality, like I don't want to drag it out longer than it should be.
I know, but if you talk about
Yeah.
impacting the industry, for example, like the Virgil Abloh model of doing things got copied by every luxury brand. Like, let's call a spade a spade.
yeah, but that was way
So
before. That was way before 2021 anyway.
I know, but some designers, when they win the award, it doesn't feel like they're winning it based on what they've done that year. It's like a legacy
Okay,
award.
I feel you.
Just like Rick Owens, why else would he be nominated?
Yeah, I feel you.
So yeah, I don't know that. I just don't think there's a very cohesive way of like judging these things when it comes to the people that do it. Which is why the criteria just gets a bit all muddy in the water.
Long live J.W. Anderson.
Said, "Long live Jonathan."
Long live Jonathan. Yeah, no man. Shout out to our boy, I guess. JW Anderson.
He said, "Our
You know.
boy, bro." You don't know how he thinks about people that look like us.
That's crazy.
I still support Chelsea at the end of the day, so it gets like that sometimes.
That's also
That's
crazy.
funny. That's hilarious.
It gets like that sometimes. You don't know what people think about when they see you.
No, I'm just joking. I'm literally just joking.
No, we play.
Something I really wanted to touch on is the Tyler the Creator Supreme collaboration, and basically a wider conversation on like where we think Supreme is right now. Like, is it still a relevant brand? I would say it definitely still is. But what do you guys think from your perspective?
Firstly, I'm not trying to be pedantic, but I'm just genuinely curious. Why did social media run with it as like a collaboration, but it's just a photo tee?
Yeah, it's just like
Like
it's
they always do
basically,
photo tees.
yeah, it's a boat. I mean, first of all, Tyler's been wearing BOGO since it's been so long I can't even remember, bro.
Yeah.
I literally can't remember. It's been so damn long. And he's been in so many campaigns also, over the years, like loads.
What
But-
Primos?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I remember when I was younger, defo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just, you know, Nas pieces, Kate Moss, Amigos pieces.
Sade, Nas,
Yeah,
Andre 3000, Rick
like
Rubin.
loads.
It's just a photo tee. Like, because
Yeah.
to me, collaboration sounds like he was like, when I first saw the headline, I was like, oh, is he working on pieces?
Oh,
And I
you
saw
thought
the
he
photo
made
tee, I was
like a collection?
Yeah,
Nah,
did you see why? I would think
I still think it's a collab, but it's like, it's not a collab in the sense of like when he did it with Louis Vuitton, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it was like a
exactly.
capsule collection.
But yeah, no, Supreme's definitely still, to me anyway, I think Supreme's definitely still relevant
Yeah.
for sure.
Wait.
I think
what?
commercially though, they've been having a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And this is before Tremaine.
Oh yeah.
And post Tremaine. It's both.
Post Tremaine has just been worse. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't want it to be like, oh, they
'Cause-
fell off because they left Tremaine. No, it's like.
But what
they
do you
wasn't-
think about like? Because I think Luxottica bought Supreme recently, and obviously they sold it to Luxottica for I think $1.5 billion. I'm trying to remember how much they bought it for, but they made like a
I
crazy
believe-
loss.
Yeah, they made a loss on that.
Yeah, it was a
Like
fat
the
loss.
loss was wild. Okay, so I just googled it now. VF Corp acquired the streetwear brand Supreme in 2020 as part of a $2.1 billion deal. So they got it for 2.1 billion, sold it for 1.5. That's peak.
But the way
They
someone
lost
worded it,
600 million.
someone worded it like, oh, they didn't see it as a loss. They're just preventing like further cash, like because apparently the business is hemorrhaging like funds. So
Yeah.
True.
So if anything, they're cutting off dead weight. That's how I saw someone spin it, and I was like, I mean,
Yeah, but
if that is the truth. Fair enough, I guess.
but still 600 million though. Wowzers. That's a lot of money to lose, and it's more
It's
than
a weird
600
one as
million
well,
because inflation.
Yeah, facts.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so based on that, like, first of all, was Supreme even worth that in the first instance?
It's hard
And
to say.
was that
Yeah,
partially based on a overinflated valuation of what Supreme actually is in 2020?
yeah. I definitely think the price was kind of inflated, but it's because it was just so hyped. Like,
Yeah,
it was like the
like
height of everything. I think, what was it that someone said?
they were
Oh, I can't
reselling
remember.
bricks for thousands of pounds, and someone tried to build a house with a Supreme brick. Brick
People
of all
buy
things.
a singular brick.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember who I was talking to where we were saying that the worst thing that happened to Supreme was the Louis Vuitton collab, because I don't think they can ever top it, because it was at the
No, I disagree.
bro, at the
I mean,
time it happened, it was the hype beast era. It was the era of just wearing Palm Angels print with like Supreme BOGO with like Gucci all over print
yeah,
hat. It was just like, and it was the
2017.
perfect time for LV to collab. Like the hype around luxury brands, the like everything just culminated into the perfect moment. I just can't see how anything could be bigger. I remember when the LV collab happened, I remember just thinking to myself, like, what the hell? Like, this is actually real. Like, they actually collaborated with Louis Vuitton, like a skatewear brand. That's insane. Because back then, it's not like now. Because, see, now the fashion landscape is different. So it's hard to think about back then. But now, everyone collabs with everyone. But back then,
No, I
luxury brands
swear,
didn't
is that
like
not,
collabing with
correct me
skate
if I'm
brands because
wrong,
they're not
is that
seen
not the
as
first
like,
collaboration of its, I don't want to say of its type, but of that sort of nature? It's kind of the
definitely.
first, it's the first collaboration of this era that we're in now. That's the best way to put it.
In that
Where
in
like,
that way, yeah.
yeah,
Because Louis Vuitton's not collaborating with skate brands. Hell no. What? Hell no.
yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. I think because you have to also appreciate that, like, when these lot, when I think, was it 2020 that Supreme changed hands?
Yep.
Anyway, one of the first times it got sold or whatever, that's when they suddenly, like, they, and VF Corp did this a lot. They started like really ramping up production, opening more and more stores around the world, and blah 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 blah. And
Mm-hmm.
like supply and demand, like, you know what I mean. Part of what a lot of people kept people interested in Supreme was that, you know, it was harder to get and things like that. So when you're suddenly, like, I went to the store a couple times in like 2022,
Mm-hmm.
and I was shocked because you could like buy, like, I went on the day they released like a box logo, and
Mm.
you could buy three. Whereas
That's
like
crazy.
in yeah, whereas like in like the Supreme days, you're barely getting one. And I'm going into the store and they're like, yeah,
Barely.
you can have up to three, you can have up
You
to
have to
three
pray
logos.
for that one.
So production is ramped up. They've opened up about 6 or 7 new stores in the past like two
That's what I was
years.
gonna say. The store opening is the one that really spun me because they have so many stores.
Yeah, that's so you
And
know,
they're
like,
full of like clothes too.
yeah. So I think when you add that, when you factor that all in, because those are also not just as that their increased production, but you also have the costs that are now associated with, you know, running a brick and mortar store, paying employees, paying rent, electricity, all that sort of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
deliveries. So like I feel like when you factor that in with like the fact that there isn't that same kind of hype culture and allure, that might be why the business is
Right.
hammering cash, but who knows? To me, I think Supreme is still extremely culturally relevant. I see Supreme as like Primark now. Like, if I just stroll into
Primark
Supreme,
is crazy.
like I just stroll in and see what they have,
Whoa.
and then I cop, like,
This man
and
could have said any brand. This man said
I don't know. Supreme is
Primark.
my Primark. I've said that before. I think I've tweeted it before as well. I stand
This
on that
guy
one.
said Supreme is my yo. Who am I talking to?
No, but it's just, it's. I think it's because
Bernardo, no, is that
obviously,
you?
my brain is so rooted in the old days where you couldn't just stroll. What do you mean stroll in Supreme? Whereas
Yeah.
now, like, I can just stroll in. They'll actually have still like cool stuff on the shelves, and I can just buy something.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't know.
long. It was long back then. I mean, and then imagine like when after you've been queuing out for like years, basically,
And
and
then
you
they
get
just
in
say
a
it's sold out
store
or something.
and they don't like the look of you and they just say it's sold out or
Oh
some dumb shit like
yeah.
that.
Or they'll be
Because that
like,
used to
"Oh,
happen to
you."
some people.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, you look like you're gonna resell. Like, can you leave?
Yeah,
You've already been queuing."
peak. And the funny thing is, they know everyone is reselling. So
So when you get targeted, it's just double peak because it's
yeah,
like,
when you get targeted, they just don't like the look of you or whatever. For whatever reason, they just look at you. They're like, "You look like a reseller. Sorry, you can buy it," or they'll tell you
Some
what you
people used to
can and
like that,
can't
didn't
buy.
it?
What do you say?
So I swear some people used to like that though.
Well,
like
I
what?
mean,
The
the people doing
the
it used to
rudeness
get.
of the Supreme staff. Like I remember that used to be a massive thing of like, why do people like the rudeness of Supreme staff and the
I
way
don't
that
think they
they
like it,
talk?
but it adds to the allure of it. It's more
Yeah, it's
like
like it's kind of
Yeah,
like when 419 is hopping on Twitter and like being dickheadish or whatever. People like that.
yeah. But think about it, yeah. Because back in not even back in the days, like prior to the lawsuit that Hermes and Chanel and and Dior and all of these companies are going through, of like how you can't buy one item unless you buy this other item. People, especially within that like upper echelon type class, was like, oh, you can't just walk into Hermes and buy a Birkin. And like people used to say it with like this snide, almost snooty remark as
yeah.
if, they know something that you don't know, right? And then
Mm.
that's the same thing with people that kind of happened at Supreme. So not only was it almost a shifting of the guard, it was a shift in the temperament of how people like to consume, right? And then with Supreme, there's also the element of the exclusivity, but then the community aspect, right? Because yeah, there was the rude staff members, but then there was the queuing up outside and actually making friends in the queues.
Hmm.
Honestly,
Because that's
And
another thing. I tell people all the time, like, bro, Micah, you know, because people don't believe me when I say, Yaku.
yeah.
I met Yaku at an A Cold War drop. You were at
Was
the
I not
same
there?
drop.
Was I not there on my buggy?
Yeah, you were at the same
Yeah,
drop.
yeah, that's how I know him too.
Yeah, like people don't realize that that's how I used to meet people. Like, I just went
Yeah,
to
and it
drop
was,
drops,
and
meet
it's
people at
because
events.
is it well essentially like it's like-minded people all gathering in one location. So you're bound
Then,
to, yeah, then you're
then,
bound to.
because
But I'm
it
saying,
all
but I
got
guess
crazy.
that adds to this point we're making of now there are so many stores and things like that. There's not that same concentration of people either. Like it's more
Yeah,
diluted because you
yeah,
also
I
had to
think
be at the time you had to be like a very interested in this sort of stuff to be willing to queue 8 hours for a flipping hoodie or
yeah,
whatever.
you had to care.
Like,
It's like it was the luxury tax. You had to pay the
yeah,
luxury tax to be a part of the clique. Like there was like all of us were teenagers there and abouts, right? Or uni students or whatever it was. And yeah, you either picked between eating that week or month and having that piece.
Do
I
you know what
Like
I'm
always
I think
laughing?
crazy. Even
I think
today,
Do you
I'm
know
each
I'm
always
laughing?
guy
crazy.
on
Because
this life has been
we
through that, right?
definitely did that. Like we
Yeah.
definitely did that.
Everyone on this life has been through that, fam. I remember when I got my
Definitely
Pyrex
starved
hoodie,
for
fam.
fashion.
I did not eat for 3 months.
But yeah,
Not properly,
Pyrex hoodie.
anyways.
Fair enough.
Bro, I did whatever it took, and I remember I was supposed to do that for the Yeezy, I think it was 720s, the OG Yeezys, and it was only 200 back then, and I didn't do it, and I regret it to this day. To this day, I regret that, fam.
There's so
But
many
yeah,
shoes I remember back then that were hyped. I'm like, now that I look back, I'm like, why was that hype? Like, I remember there was a time when Adidas were doing like up 4D shoes,
Oh, bro, those are going
and
crazy.
do you
Those went
remember what I'm talking
insane.
about?
No,
The
but it's
Yoji
because
ones.
no, you know what it was as well. What it was is during like the prime hype era, because all the other stuff was popping off. When a brand would do something new, it got to the point where we would just assume it's gonna take over. Because
Yeah.
back then, I think before 4D was when like in Ultra Boosts were popping, right? If I remember
Right.
correctly.
Facts.
So it's like you've got Ultra Boosts going to the moon, Yeezys going to the moon. So it's like, oh, and how do you coming out with a new shoe? Yeah, this is gonna go crazy. Meanwhile, that shit's kind of ugly, low key.
That's why I was saying to myself, like, I think back now, like, why was that hyped? But I get it at the time because everyone was just going crazy. Like, everyone just wanted to hop on the thing and not be left out.
Of course, yeah.
Oh no, I forgot the chat.
Yeah, I'm back in the chat.
Let me
Yeah,
see
I've
what's
got
going
my
on.
Do you
split
know what I think
screen.
messed up that whole era though? I genuinely think, I don't know about other countries, but I think that in the UK, in London specifically, that V loan drop, I think killed everything, honestly.
I think it was a bit after that, but I hear it.
Are you sure? I
Because
feel like
things
the
just
V
start
loan drop
getting more and more. From that
was
point
the
onwards,
first time I saw
they're getting
like,
more and more like violent.
yeah, that was the first time I saw like actual like violence, like people like pushing kids and beating up kids to get shoes off them and stuff. Like, it was peak. It was unfortunate.
See, Leo said eating butter and toast for the new 350s,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Everybody has a story of starving to get a piece, bro.
No.
You did
I
not have
was so
sense.
irresponsible back then. Like, I imagine I would literally not have my rent money. No, I'll have rent money. Let's say, let's say my rent money. This is how irresponsible I was. Thank God I'm an adult now. As a teenager, I'd have money for rent. Let's say I have like £1,000 in my account. Instead of me to just pay the rent, I'll be like, nah, bro. I'm gonna get two pairs. I'm gonna resell one, keep one, and then the profit, and I'll have.
Yeah, facts.
And
Facts.
sometimes it worked, and sometimes it doesn't. But some way, somehow, I always manage to pay my rent on time. I don't know how. Don't ask me how. I always found a way to resell something some way, somehow.
But I
But
think that was,
like,
you
there are
know what? I
definitely
think
times
that was
when I was
part
stressing
of
like 2 days before.
the allure of food as well, actually, now that I think about it. The fact that, like, that's the most liquid I have ever seen clothes be in my life. Like, it would genuinely be like, oh, I want a new piece. Let me just sell this piece I have. And by the end of the day, it would be sold. Like, I could just go on Facebook. And that's the most liquid I've ever seen clothes, actually. That's
Bro,
in.
I literally had it actually got back because it got to a point because at the time, especially when it was really taking off, I was in uni in Leeds, and there was a Chinese guy who knew because obviously I used to wear like um the Jordans from the 10 and stuff. So he'd be like, oh, like you're into sneakers? Do you get them? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, okay, here's my number. Just let me know when you get anything. So I didn't even have to stress anymore. I didn't have to find buyers. I didn't have to. We used to do like selling Facebook groups.
Yeah, yeah.
It got to a point. I'll just call him. What do you want? He'll be like, okay, give me 3 pairs of this, 2 pairs of this, and I just give it to him. Make 100, 200, 300 on top each, bro. You're making 2K in like a day.
Back then as well. That period definitely distorted my
What?
like understanding of
Yeah,
money as
no,
well. Because
like
I
you
was like
can tell.
17 at the
What?
time, probably. I was like 16, 17. And like sometimes I would just leave the house with like 2K in cash because like I'm gonna go and buy this and then sell
Yeah.
this and then like completely warped my sense of like money and how
Or
much
when you
clothes.
do proxies, like I'll do proxies and I have like
Yeah.
6K in my account because I'm proxying. Like,
No fact.
Bro,
it's so weird.
that's one thing that isn't spoke about enough. How much it warped your ideal of like what money was and how it should come to you. And because sometimes like most things are on consignment, so like you have money, but that money has to be spent on something, innit? So it's like you just look at the money and it's like it's not your money, but it's your money.
No, it
But
was
that's real
weird. It was
business.
actually a very strange time.
No, it's definitely because the people that used to, there were a lot of people that used to scam at that time. It was also probably the time when a lot of scammers used to get away with absolute crap because, like, the scams people used to run, like the PayPal one, where people would, like, they'll tell you, nah, don't pay PayPal, I'll give it to you for
Oh,
less.
Oh yeah, no.
And
Bro,
then
that's one I can say with my heart, my hand on my heart, I've never fell for that one.
No, you know what it
Because
is.
those guys are peak. Then they'll tell you they didn't get the item. Oh my
No,
days! So they take your item and the money. Oh my
scams get so rife that like it got to the point where some of my guys, someone would get scammed and like you just charge it to the game. You're like, okay, well, I just
yeah,
have to go and scam someone else now. I'm like,
god!
get
So
you, bro. Like,
charge it to the
yeah, you
game.
have
literally,
to just charge it because
literally.
scams were so rife at the time. Like, you wouldn't even
I
be
was like,
sad. You'd be like, oh damn, okay, I got scammed. Like,
at
let
the
me just.
height of Yeezy, I remember like trying to get some crips for someone, and then I was like, listen, just when you want to get the trainer, just let me help you. Da, 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 da. This person decided to go talk to the person, not send it through PayPal,
Oh,
and I
my
was like,
dear.
"Oh, your money. I just had to tell them your money's gone, fam.
Yeah, your money's got.
Yeah.
Forget about
Your
it. Like,
money's
No,
forget
gone,
about
fam.
it.
sometimes I was actually like, I'm surprised that I made it through unscathed because I remember. Do you remember the time of the 10, like the first drop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bro, you know, Micah, I got the Blazers and
This
the
guy had like 3
J1s.
pairs or some shit.
And yeah, I had 3 pairs, and I got them all at Foot Patrol. I won 3 different raffles at Foot Patrol.
That's
And bro, when
insane.
I came out of Foot Patrol with 3 bags, and people saw that the AJ1s, I had roadmen like following me, like, bro, like, what are you
This guy
doing with
thought
the
he was gonna
bags,
get
cuz?
jumped. This
I
guy
was
thought
like,
it was all
yo,
over.
I was thinking, uh-oh, where do I run
no.
to? Because this is life and death. This
Do
is
you know
three
what's
months
mad?
rent right here.
Like when I think about it, it's like you can imagine that like in clothes, you just have like let's say your net worth is 20
I
to
know exactly what
50K.
mine is.
But then like it's only that much money for that particular community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts. Everyone else is worthless.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
facts, facts,
Yeah.
facts, facts,
If
facts,
someone
facts, facts.
comes in and just grabs them garms and they just sell it for 100 when you know with this particular community it's 2K, it's so peak.
No, facts.
So yeah, no.
No,
No,
like
no,
genuine. No, genuinely. That's actually so real.
And then said those Yeezy scams put some kids through graduate school.
bro.
No, it
Do you know,
actually would have.
no,
Because I
do you know what?
remember, it's like some guy I know who was he was a rampant scammer at the time. Like me and me and my boy used to laugh at him because he
That's
used to just hit
jokes.
so many licks. Now he's like, I'm not gonna say who he is, but he's like bait in the music scene. I'm like, right? So like, man made a come up off scamming, and now he's out
Bro,
here
a lot of
DJing
them,
and
but
shit.
the problem is like when you do bad things when you're young, that's why as an adult you should never let stuff like that linger because it's always going to come back to bite you. It's like I know a well-known designer who like shows at Fashion Week. I won't mention his name, but like
Oh yeah, but
he's
that's a
known to be a
that's an active
scammer. You
scammer,
know who
bro.
I'm talking about.
That's an active scammer,
He's a
bro. Like
well-known scammer. Now, there's absolutely
well
no
documented
way
as well.
you're going to have a successful career as a designer when so many people know you as a scammer and you haven't settled your issues financially with all the people you scammed and stuff. You're just not going to make it. And I don't even know why he bothers.
Do you think? I
Because
feel like I'm genuinely just think everything blows over now. I don't think anything
I
lasts.
genuinely think his stuff has a ceiling because his one is bad. Like he scammed so many
No,
people.
he was a scammer to be fair. But he has no. But think about the people in the industry who back him. There's a lot of big names
I
that
just think they don't know.
really no. But I'm saying that's all
Yeah.
that matters. That's my point. Like, if they don't know, then you can just keep climbing.
Yeah, but the problem is it's always looming. So it's like all it takes is someone to like mention it and now your character has been decimated.
Man said a night character
Yeah,
assassination.
you kind of just have to be virtuous in that aspect, and it's like, bro, there's so many, there's too many scams. There's too many scams in the game, fam. And it's weird that you can say successful designer, but they haven't paid people back.
I know.
So that doesn't
I know.
make sense.
I don't know. I think especially through the lens of fashion, I think the reason I don't think it's that deep is because I don't think people realize how much even these big brands be like quote unquote scamming in the sense of
So many
like, for
people in
example,
fashion
I
are
have
scams.
friends that work at like what's it called again? Retailers, And it'll be stuff like brands just won't pay them on time deliberately and things like that. That's scamming as well, really and truly. If like I don't want to say a brand name. I'm just using Balenciaga as an example. I'm
Is
not
it
saying it
is
happened.
it is it deliberate though? Because it's like,
It is
okay, for
deliberate,
example,
bro. It's deliberate,
because
bro.
with
If
me,
Balenciaga pay you 8 months late,
I don't
like
think it's
it's the
always deliberate, bro. Like,
nah,
for
bro, it's deliberate,
example,
bro.
with me, Vogue didn't pay me for like 8 or 9 months, but it was loads of different factors. Like, they have this weird payment process thing, and
But
like
I'm
it was
saying
taking
that you
long.
only that kind of thing only flies in fashion. Like
True
in
though,
other
because
industries,
in
like that's
general,
so that completely
yeah,
disrupts your
yeah,
what's it called again? Your reliability. Your like
that's
no
true.
one's gonna look at you the
Your
same.
cash flow
What
is
do you mean
also
you
messed
paid
up.
you're owing 80,000 and you paid it 9 months late, 10 months late, and everyone just charges it to the game? Like
Yeah, what
I
what
think
annoys
when the
me.
number, yeah,
No, what I was gonna say is what annoys me is like even with the Vogue payment with me, okay, you have a dodgy payment system, but if you know you owe someone money, there has to be like a level of urgency. Like
that's what
when
I'm saying.
people do work for me, I literally pay them the day after. I don't even understand this whole 60 days to pay thing. I don't get it. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. I literally pay people like the same day even. Like I don't understand it. But you have a weird system, fix it. Like if I'm complaining to you about the system having issues, fix it. Like why am I so low down your priority list that it takes 8 months to pay
And you
me?
know why I call it scamming? Like, it's obviously it's not like full blown scamming, but the reason I call it scamming is because a lot of these brands and companies take advantage of the fact that they know you're just you're a single person. You can't
Mm,
take legal action against them because for the amount they're paying you and all that, it just don't make sense. I feel like they leverage off the back of that as well.
mm,
100% they do.
no, 100, like, and when the money isn't high enough, then they can afford to do that because you're not part of payroll and there's not that many people that actually need to sign off. And
mm,
so it's like you're part of a particular budget that it gets allocated at a particular time. So like maybe they do
yeah.
pay the people once a year, and it's like everybody that did freelance work at a particular period, everyone gets all paid at that particular time. And sometimes it just happens to be 8 months away, and sometimes it's 4 months away. Like I remember when
Oh,
like
but don't forget, before you continue, I'm only saying this as well because let's say the contract already outlined. Oh yeah, you're gonna get paid within a month of doing this
yeah,
work.
no,
So
because it
that's
happens
Yeah.
in the creative industry as well.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, yeah.
you will have done the work for a major company, and they won't pay you for 3, 6, 9 months. Like, and these are big companies, billion-dollar companies,
I
Yeah,
just
and they
don't
yeah, I
won't
know what
pay
I'm
you for
saying.
a
understand
month.
what the issue is accounting wise, which means that they
No,
can't.
but I'm just saying, like,
There
I just
must be
don't get
some
scam
it.
culture is
financial
rife,
scam
guys. Scam
trick.
culture is rife.
Well, not scam, sorry. I'm using Michael word. There must be some finance tax trick where it's
I think it
like,
must be to do with accounting, but the nine
yeah,
months though is not it.
No, but I also just, I
I think
genuinely think they
companies
just don't
have
give a fuck.
payroll. Like they have days when all of
yeah,
their payroll is done. So I
exactly.
expect max 2 months. Anything past 2 months to
I
me.
think you guys are being too lenient about it. I think it's more nefarious than you're
You think it's
making
more than
out.
first? I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
I think
Like,
it is.
because I work with these companies and like partially I don't like it. Like I like when I work with these companies now, I don't actually think of the money as mine because usually I would chase up somebody, right?
Mm,
If a company is small enough, I know how to chase them up on, my payment. I know how to withhold on deliverables so that I get paid on time, etc. But when a company's super massive like that, like I just have it out of my mind that
But I think
these people
even
are gonna pay me.
I think they want you to think that way, so they can just pay you when they want to pay you. Like
Yeah, no, like probably it works both ways, but like at the same time, I like chasing up those type of companies. I haven't found
long.
a system yet
I don't know.
where
It's long. It's long.
it
If you're not
makes
backed
it
by a
it
big
makes it
agency, it's an
faster.
issue. Like,
I've never
to
seen
me it
anyone
works
get paid
though.
fast.
To me it works. I remember one time, like with the Vogue thing, because I would email
man's
them.
baiting out Vogue. I'm
No,
finished.
because they deserve it. Like basically, I would email the Vogue team and be like, "Can you sort this out?" No response. Can you sort this out? Dragging it out. Can you sort this out? And then I just forgot about it. And then I woke up one day, And I was like, wait, hold on. It's been 8 months. So I just opened Twitter. Like, tell me why one of the biggest media corporations in the world can't even pay a writer $300. Went viral. Tell me why they were blowing up my phone. So
But can you
you
not
mean
see?
to
Can you
tell?
not see?
So you mean to tell me that you could have just answered my questions for months? It's the second that my tweet goes
Oh, the
viral,
locking
all of a
stream.
sudden, oh, we're gonna sort it out. Oh, I'm forwarding you to the head of accounting to sort this out. Oh, and that thing got sorted next day.
That's
Why
what I'm
didn't that
saying.
happen all the?
And they mock it. They mock it.
Why
And
didn't
then
that happen all
when
that
bad
time?
press and PR, and the only reason they respond to bad press and PR is because that affects the shareholder price at the end of the day.
But it's
Like,
just annoying.
it's very long.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like having a tweet blow up though is crazy.
No, because I was actually, and
Yeah.
it's funny because I had actually forgotten about it, and I woke up and I was like, wait, hold on.
Man said he woke up in cold sweats.
I must have woken up
Rightfully
on the
so,
wrong
man.
side of the bed because I woke up and chose violence.
Phone calls me money. No way, fam. No, that's real. That's actually real. Because yeah, no, because I know it's like I don't feel good when I owe people money, and I don't feel good when people owe me money. So I
Yeah.
don't see how a company like that can get away with it. And the thing is, like, this is why like I always implore people to like learn the names of the people that are actually paying you, because there's a department that's dedicated to actually giving you your check, and there's a name of a person that runs that department. Because sometimes like people just say Vogue, but no, there's like a human being that's like dedicated in it. Like there's
Phil,
not to say other,
Stephen,
yeah,
James.
let's just make random names.
It's
There's
true, but my issue is
there's
like
a Stephanie that's
there's
that's
no, but there's still like, okay, I'll give you an
Delilah.
example. If I, and this has happened a few times where I'm working in the capacity of an editor for a magazine, so it's my job to kind of commission writers or photographers or whatever. Now, I'm the one who's given them the commission. So even though I'm not in the accounting team, I'm their only direct contact. So it's my job to ensure that they get paid, basically. But a lot of times when you work with magazines, after you've done what they want, they're just like, okay, cool. And then they just disappear. And they're just thinking, when you were telling me the deadline was tomorrow, I was there doing what you wanted. Now it's time to pay your dues. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, fashion is a strange
yeah.
industry.
I'm in an RN, fam. Yeah, no, it's like the way the creative industry works is like painfully similar, and I do believe that Mike right that they can only afford to treat creatives like that. If it wasn't creatives, they'd do something else.
Hmm.
They'd be acting in another way, and I don't like that. It's like, but the thing is, when it's like the creatives that get paid like 40K and things like that, I don't see them have the exact same issue of, but it does take them a little bit longer to get those 40K projects or 100K projects.
Bro, imagine I'm a lawyer, yeah. I'm a lawyer for Nike, and these niggas owe me 50 bands. You think they're paying me like 50 bands late? Like, I just won't represent you in court, fam. Like,
Yeah, no, yeah, Nike, that check is going through for Nike ASAP. No,
I
I
just
hear
think
you.
I genuinely think part of it is how they value you, like the level of importance. I think, do you think that Nike are not going to run LeBron James's check? Hell
but
no.
our point is that a check like that is so big that he can actually take legal action, and it would impact them.
True. I guess with me, also, a reason why they probably wouldn't take me seriously is I'm not in a position to legally battle a company like that. and they
That's
never.
what I was saying. That's why
But
but that's
like,
why I was saying that I
bro,
feel like
the
that's
second I
nefarious.
have a lot of money, I'm going to be bullying these companies, bro, because they think
Yeah.
they can take the piss.
And
Side point.
imagine taking
Wait,
them
wait,
to
wait.
small claims court for 1,000.
Bullying these
No,
companies, like
side point. Did
literally.
you guys see that stuff with Disney?
No.
Okay,
Which
so
stuff? Oh, you talk about the lady.
the person that passed away at
Yeah,
Disneyland,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then the husband,
I'm
basically
familiar.
this person had like a nut or a dairy allergy. They were eating at Disneyland. They
Wife
told
for
them,
that.
"You have this allergy." Whatever happened. Sadly, the person passed away. So there were still nuts or dairy or whatever in the food, even though they told them
Mm.
they have this allergy. Now the husband's gone to take legal action, um, obviously because his partner's passed away or whatever. I can't remember if it's a husband or just a boyfriend, but either way,
It was
long story
husband.
short, um, the legal action it doesn't get proceeded forward with because
Wait, what?
conditions say that you can't actually take any kind of legal action against us at all in any way, shape, or form.
I don't
Wait,
know whether
sorry,
anyone else heard that. So
yeah, sorry,
essentially,
you
they
disappeared for a bit.
Oh,
Can
is
you
it?
repeat that
he
last
had
sentence?
a free trial for Disney Plus, and that free trial said any legal action that you take on Disney has to be put through to like it's not litigation, it's something else, but like preliminary or like I
Hmm.
forgot. There's a particular legal word where it's like just like oh they just talk about it first, so you can't actually take like let's say
Right.
criminal action or
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
civil
hold
action.
on. Because the person had a free trial on
Yeah,
Disney
free
Yeah,
Plus?
Disney Plus trial, bro.
yeah,
What does
and they
Disney
cancelled
Bonkers.
Plus
it.
have to do with eating something
Bonkers.
in these companies are crazy.
Bonkers, bro.
What does having a Disney
Wait,
Plus
let me get the
subscription
actual word because it's not that
have to do with
he
someone
couldn't sue
eating
them.
what?
Wait, Disney. Give me
No,
a
these
sec.
companies are like they have
Yeah, just keep
no
talking.
morals. They're just like someone died, who cares? We just need to defend ourselves legally. Um,
No, bro, this
So
is the
if
kind of
you've
story
got
that
Disney
creates
Plus,
villains. Like
if
this is the
you have a an injury on Disney property, you can't take legal action against them
wait,
because
why?
you've had a Disney Plus free trial.
Wait, what?
it's
Yeah,
in the
because
terms and conditions of your free
there's a
trial.
loophole in your in the conditions. You have
What?
to go through a
Wait, so are
the
you saying that being on Disney
Yes.
property
Well, no, we're saying that
automatically
if you have
yeah.
puts
Disney
So
you
Plus,
you're not
no,
safe.
we're saying if you have Disney Plus,
okay?
you're not safe on Disney
Ah, I
property.
thought you were saying that the second you step on Disney property, you have a free
No,
trial. Like what? From where?
no. The opposite. You have a free trial
Luckily,
to wear.
I don't have Disney Plus anyway,
But
so
that's even more nefarious. What does me watching TV at home have to do with my wife
literally,
getting killed at?
Yeah,
Bro,
at
that's
insane, bro.
crazy.
Actually insane.
That's insane.
Absolutely
But
insane.
that's Disney though. Disney is a behemoth. Like you can't. It's almost impossible to fight a company like Disney. Like it's peak. Um, that's different to the tiny companies we're talking about. I'm talking about like these little ass magazines that think they're bigger than they are, like Dazed, or or like all these other fashion companies. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait, where did that come from?
No, everyone knows I don't like Dazed.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't like them. I don't like the owner, Jefferson Hack. I think his name is very fitting.
Lol, that's insane. That's insane. That's insane.
I'm gonna try not to react, but that was wild.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Dazed at all. I don't like anything to do with the magazine. I think it's trash.
I'm slowly remembering what you used to say about days back in the day.
Did they do something to you?
Yeah.
Oh, well
It's
done,
the
man,
only
well done.
magazine I feel that way about. No other
Fair
magazine
enough.
in fashion. Just Dazed.
Oh yeah, they did
Is it
do
a mutual beef or is
they
it you just have beef against them?
is it a mutual beef?
I don't really know if it's mutual.
Does the person still work there?
Well, I mean, the owner is the owner. It was ultimately the owner that was trying to like shut my shit down, like Jefferson Hack. Um, he probably doesn't remember though, because he's that much of a prick that he just does that to so many people that he doesn't probably
Gee.
know that he does that all the time to people. Um, so yeah, fashion people aren't ready for me though, because I'm not like nice like fashion people. Like if I saw Jefferson Hack in
What
person,
is this? Is it
I
smoke?
literally I feel sorry for him.
Remember you're black. Remember you are black.
No, but I'm not gonna do anything.
Yes, so let that
I'm
be
just
known.
I'm not gonna do anything. Obviously not. But like, it's just one of those things where he shouldn't try to be nice to me because I'll shut it down very fast. Because you know, fashion like to after they've done
Yeah,
Yeah.
something
man.
terrible to
Niggas
you,
will fuck you
they'll
over and then
see you
they'll
and be
see you
like,
at no motive.
Yeah,
"Hello, like how are
hey,
you?"
how
I will
are
shut
you
that down
good?
so
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah. That's what you're
Like
saying.
I'm not
That's
letting
what
that
you're
slide
saying.
at all.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
You're
valid.
not saying you're gonna do anything to anybody. You're
Yeah.
just
For people
saying,
that don't
yeah.
know the story, I'll just tell you the story quickly. So, basically, I wrote a story for BOF when I used to work at BOF around, basically, Harry Styles and Rihanna when they had, like, they were on the covers of Dazed. And part of the story was me exposing the fact that a guy called Sam Ross, who runs an agency called New School, had to spend money out of his own pocket to get a lot of the talent there. He had to pay for hotels out of his own pocket because the magazine didn't want to cover it, even though the magazine got paid hella money through the sponsors because Rihanna and Harry Styles were literally on the front cover. So obviously I exposed it. And the owner of Dazed, this is how unethical like fashion is. Instead of you to improve your stupid ass company so that stuff like that doesn't happen, he tried to go for me legally to get it taken down legally, which obviously didn't work because it's not slanderous. If something's true, you can't legally go against something that's true. You can only legally claim slander or whatever if it's what I've written is false. So he tried it, it flopped. The article remained there, it's still there till today. But just the fact he did that and the fact he's a prick like that and he's unethical, and instead of him to fix his business and be like a normal human being, he instead was like, forget paying people. How dare you expose the truth about my magazine? So that's why I don't like Dazed. Like I wouldn't touch Dazed within a 10-foot pole, and I think the owner is literally like an absolute idiot. Like the reason why fashion is bad is because of people like that, honestly. So
Interesting.
yeah, that's the Dazed story.
Nah, that's valid. That's valid. That's valid.
I hear you.
Wait, Mikey, did you know that story?
I think so.
Fuzz.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot it was the owner though, to be fair.
No, it was him. It was him, literally.
Because I remember somebody did try to like get you taken down, but like you did your research and everything like that. So it was like,
He
why would
tried
you
to
try to
bully
do
me,
that?
which is why I
Yeah.
don't like him because he what he did was they asked me, they emailed me about it, like personally. Like it was someone on the Days team that emailed me personally saying like, "Oh, Jefferson doesn't like this, blah blah blah." I was like, "What the fuck is my business with that?" And then they tried to do the whole thing where, okay, I'm gonna go to your boss. So they went to like my editor, who's Brian Baskin, and then when that wasn't enough, they went to Imran Ahmed. So then Imran Ahmed literally messaged me like, what's this thing that's overblown? And then obviously when I gave him the details, gave him the evidence, that was the end of it.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Did you Where did you like initially post your expose?
Oh, it was an article for the Business of Fashion. It was on the Business of
Oh,
Fashion.
okay.
Was it really
Which is
expose
probably
page?
why he was so angry about it, because it's like BOF, which is like what fashion execs read. But that's the point of why I put it there, to show everyone like how you do business. That's the point of it. Like that's why it's there. If you didn't
Was it
want that up there, you should have paid people. Not get mad at me for exposing the fact that you didn't pay people when you should have.
Anyway, so Tyler the Creator, Supreme. I've really think this box logo is
Nah, bro. This guy, man.
no, the box logo is low key mediocre. If I'm
Well,
gonna
the
be
photo tee or the boga he's wearing in the
the
photo.
logo he's wearing.
Oh,
But
I like the boga he's wearing, but I think that the tee is like it's not their best.
wait, which one is his one?
So the only one they've shown so far is a picture of him
Mm-hmm.
on a t-shirt, and
Oh,
the
it's the
picture of
picture.
him on the t-shirt, he's wearing
Okay,
a
yeah.
Supreme box logo.
Okay, that's meaty. Both of them was meaty.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, the one that's the actual print. That's the one that's even the advert of the thing.
Mm.
Yeah, that's meaty still.
Man said that's meaty still. No, I think Supreme photo tees are iconic, and I just feel like
They are.
He's better
It just
than that.
it's not even
Yeah.
about the design, because the design is always going to be basic. It's more about who's on it.
and like the
No, but he's
execution.
better. He's better than this picture.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. I
True.
just think he's better than the picture.
True.
Just better
Like,
than
bro,
the
one of the
picture.
most iconic Supreme tees to me is the Sade tee. Sade.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
The
a photo.
Sade.
Man had they had
The
white
Sadie
people
tee.
butchering Nigerian
Right.
names. So the Sadie tee, the
Sade.
Sade tee,
Sardine.
the Sade
No, and
tee.
that's how you know it was hype era too, because half the people who wore that t-shirt just didn't know who Sade was.
Of
Like,
course.
but they paid £250 for their Sadie t-shirt.
Sadie.
The Sadie
Saeed.
tee. And the funny thing is, what is so interesting about that time period is that I don't even think people knew why they were wearing what they were wearing. They just wore it. Like,
They didn't.
it's just a bit mad. Like, just to be like, just wear something
Yeah.
that you just don't have any, like, connection to, understanding of, thought towards, just because it's hyped.
And I know we talk about the past a little bit, but like now that that's like 10 years ago, over 10 years ago for me, but like 10 years ago, like because I was never one of those type of people to just like put stuff on my body that just for the sake of it, it's like that's just a different mentality, isn't it? Like those people have like, well, I think, and I'm considering that like we're in fashion now, and they, I don't know, probably moves on to the next thing, probably wear Aimley and Door or whatever it is now, or like whatever the next hype thing is. But like, yeah, like I just think I think about that mentality back then and like how much I was against it, and then how much it kind of pushed me further towards fashion. But it has pushed some people away from fashion, hasn't it, as well?
Yeah.
And then there's those people that remain in the middle and just like, yo, whatever's hype right now, I'm probably gonna wear it. Like those same people wearing box logos or Sade t-shirts or anything like that, they were probably wearing essentials in 2019.
That's crazy work.
And yeah, and then they'll start probably wearing, I don't know, Cortez is a bit young. But
That's a
Cortez
bit
is
young.
though.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's this? ALD did a campaign with Mark Homie. That's sick. That's so cool.
Is that part of the bus stop one?
I don't know. Oh no, I don't think it was the bus stop one.
Because I thought that's where they had all of their celebrity people.
But those celebrities, those were just people I knew. They
Well,
weren't
not
Bob
in,
anything
like,
says
they were
ALD is the new
cultural.
hype. Is it?
ALD
But
is
it's.
the
I
new
just
hype.
feel like ALD is hype, but it's not the same though. Like people
No, bro.
aren't.
It's not the
like,
same type of hype, but bro, it's hype, bro. Like it's hype, bro. Trust me. It's not
My
the same type of hype.
friends, my brother, Io, please. It's hype.
Bro, it's hype.
No.
bro.
It's
That's
hype,
because
but it's
it
not.
looks different.
No. It's hype, but it's
What
not
do you
the
mean then?
same. Like, it's not the same. Like, people are not blindly wearing Emily on door. Like most
They
people I see
are.
wearing
They
Emily
are.
on.
Most people are.
Are you
No, wait,
sure?
let
blindly
him
wearing
land.
them.
Let him land. There's gonna
Are
be some
you sure?
turbulence, but let him land.
Because he said it's gonna. He said there's gonna be some turbulence. That's funny. No, because a lot of people, like for example, a lot of the times I go to that Amy on Door cafe, and when I go there, the people there dress nicely. Like,
Yeah.
and these are people going in and out of the stores and buying stuff. So yes, it's hype. Like a lot of people wear it, but I don't think it's the same. Like Amy on Door's customer, which is obviously a lot of people, they don't dress as bad and as mindlessly as like the hype days of like Supreme, where people genuinely used to wear a Gucci print hat with Gucci print socks and the Supreme track bottoms with the most hype shoe that they can find, whatever the brand is, and
That
the
was
same
fire,
thing with
though.
the jacket.
That was a
Like,
fire thing. You just had to.
Man was wearing antisocial social club hoodies with with the with the yellow industrial off-white belt, and then the Adidas Calabasas pants to match the Yeezys,
Yeah,
and then they would tuck it in to white Adidas socks. Come on, bro.
that was
Come
nasty.
on, bro.
That was nasty work.
Come
That was
on,
nasty
bro.
work. The Gucci hat.
ALD customers are not doing that.
Okay, but this is the thing, right? Because is it because there's not like massive nasty logos on there?
No, I think the styling of ALD forces people into considering dressing a certain way, which means that naturally, even if they try to or not, they look like people that consider their dressing more, even if they don't, even if they're just looking at the look and just like copying it. But because of the way it's styled and the like vibe of it, it's just different.
What I mean is, when I say people blindly wear it, there are a lot of people that they wake up and they say, I don't really know what it is. I just want anything from Amy on Door. Like, I just want it. That's what I mean. And I think that's extremely
true.
common right now.
That's
Extremely
true.
common right
Do you
now.
remember when people were saying that Aim Leon Dore white tee is the most perfect tee? And I saw
Oh,
the
to be fair,
tee,
no, to be fair, no, bro.
bro,
Let's not talk about plain white tees. Like, I'm talking about plain white tees
bro.
for a long time. But they've
People
got a
act
bloody good
like,
plain white tee. They do have a bloody good plain white
but
tee.
so many people have a good plain white tee. People act like Aim Leon Dore invented the white tee, bro.
Do they have the tubular one, the one that has no seams?
No.
I
Don't
forgot
remember
what
off
the
the top of my
process is
head.
called again.
Like, I'm gonna go to Japan and get a loop wheel. Like, these men are
That's
acting
Luke,
like,
that's it.
like these
Yeah,
people are acting like Aim Leon Dore is out here making the best white tees in the world. Like, they gotta chill
they
on that
don't
one.
make the best white tees in the world, but it's
Even
fine.
like recently, I watched and it's rare I watch this type of content, man.
Emily
There
and
was
Doors
one of
hype, man.
these like, oh, what are people wearing in London sort of things. And part of it, at the end of after talking about what they're wearing, the guy would be like, it was from a big creator too. I forget the name of the person, but a very big creator, maybe like 500, 600,000 subs.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, after each interaction, they'd be like, by the way, what do you think is like the hottest brand right now? Or like the brand you're most interested in? Aim Leon Dore was the answer for everyone except like 2 people. Like,
Seriously?
yeah, no, everyone said, and this was in London. Everyone
Can
said
I just
Aim
say,
Leon Dore.
yeah, if we did a what people are wearing in London, it'd be infinitely more interesting than whatever anyone else's what people are wearing in London videos is.
I mean, we could do it. We could run it.
We could, and if we,
Send out a feeler.
nice, yeah, like just like a nice little
Guys in the chat, do you want me
process.
to hop on the what people are wearing trend?
Bro, the video. You know what? Now I'm gonna find the video. It was just and send the link. Give me.
No, don't send it in the main chat. Send it to.
No, I won't. I'll send it here.
Yeah.
Just so you can see who the creator was.
All right. But yeah, I think we'd do file. Like we could just do like a vox pop. Make it like a 6-parter.
I think what makes it different is the people I've seen that do the what people are wearing don't come from a perspective of like, for example, like me, you, Micah, have a very 360 way of looking at fashion where a lot of people in fashion if they're into high fashion, they think they're too good for streetwear. They think they're too good for sportswear. They think, you know what I mean? They just think weirdly. They don't see fashion as fashion. So, like, I can appreciate Amy Ondor as much as I can appreciate Anzabir and Lamista and stuff. And I don't know too many people in fashion that have that kind of range. Like, most of the people I know that... Okay, I'll put it this way. Most of my friends that wear just solely Anzabir and Lamista, that's like how we became friends because we're like into the same brand, whatever. I could not talk to them about streetwear or like sportswear or whatever. And then a lot of my friends that are like super into sportswear, they're athletes. They don't even know what Anzabir and Lamista is. You see what I mean? So a lot of people that make those kind of videos are coming at it from like one perspective.
Yeah, no,
I found the video. It's that guy Tim Desane.
I was.
Yeah, he has 1.42 million subs.
Tim
The
Desane.
video has
He's huge.
200,000 views. Yeah, so it was his video, and he did it in London.
Wait,
everyone
he does what? Wait. He does what people are wearing in London videos.
This free promo is crazy, by the way.
I thought he used to do like styling videos and stuff that used to get like millions of views.
Well, this video is a what are people wearing in London video.
Sometimes you gotta switch up, man. But yeah, I think like between us, I think one of the other things is that we can probably know pretty much a good range of brands that certain people would be wearing anyways that would be interesting pieces.
Right.
And we can speak to especially our demographic in terms of like those people that starve to buy pieces. Like we can tell who's going to have interesting stories about particular pieces because it's not just about the Ramones or the Geo Baskets or the Tabbies or whatever. Because I know like when people see a nice looking fit in London, is that like sometimes it's about the girl that's wearing Simone Rocha. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody is gonna, you know, understand that. And then sometimes it's the girl that's wearing the thrifted piece that's from Australia. But yeah, like that's that, like, and I can see that's the perspective that if we were like just roaming the streets for like, let's say we took a month to just once every couple of days or whatever, just to see who's in London, and say we're gone, we'd come up with a good hour's worth. A nice 6-parter. What are you wearing? That's a lot of content, by the way. That's a lot of fucking content.
To be fair, I do think it would hit, but it's just like time because you need someone to film it and all that stuff.
No, well, me and Mark can be presenters. You can hold the camera.
Oh man, be behind the camera for once.
Yeah. Or like we can all take turns holding the camera and then talk to the person who's fit that we like. Because it could just be a vox pop like that. Because the one thing that I know that people don't get is what a vox pop actually is. And they just see a what people are wearing video.
Yeah.
That's what it's actually called. It's like talking to someone in the middle of the street and interviewing them.
Oh, okay.
So there's different structures to that. So it's not just ask someone a random question. It's like you can genuinely interview this person and talk like you care about them, not just say, what's five keys to life.
Yeah, because that's how you get the content. So you can't go up to someone on the street and be like, what are you wearing? That's weird. Like you have to go up to them. Hi, how you doing? Oh, I like your outfit. We're filming this video. Like you have to ease into it.
Yeah. And then and you know, and depending on the approach, depends on the type of interview you're gonna get from that person. Which is why I say like between us we know quite a few good range of pieces, because if we already open with either knowing what their pieces are, just being genuinely interested, that is already a good interview without them saying, I got these earrings out of 10k, no shade. You know what I'm saying?
Can you pull up Bill Gates' daughter's Instagram, please?
Because
I don't know who.
It's nice knowing the amount of money sometimes, but I think the stories would be
Do
more
people even
interesting,
still
right?
do that? The how much is your outfit thing?
Well, this is the thing. It's like that's just one dimension. It's a one-dimensional vox pop.
This is how I know I don't know who any of these guys are. What's her name? Phoebe Gates.
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know.
just
Never
going
heard
off
of her in
the.
my
But this
I'm
is
life.
the
just going
thing,
off
right?
the.
Like, shout out to Karen Britchick again. Like, but she did the vox pops the best.
Yeah,
Maybe I
I
should
agree.
stop calling them vox pops because nobody knows what I mean.
No, I know. Well, I mean, you just told us, so I know it
Is this
now.
Bill Gates' daughter? This is how I know I'm not in the loop. I had no idea what any of his kids look like.
But what's the
If I'm
name
being
of Andy
honest.
Munamista's son?
Victor.
Lol,
See,
lol, lol. No, why did you bait him out like that, man?
this guy didn't even hesitate.
You didn't have to draw him out like that.
That's Anzu the Meester though. That's different.
That's my Bill Gates. Oh, fam. Wait, did she get rid of her black boyfriend?
Right, she had a black boyfriend.
I had no idea. People are just saying that the reason why we brought it up is someone said that she gives the vibe that she has couture appointments.
Fairs.
I mean, she looks
She does.
relatively stylish, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I
She went to
saw
the
somebody
Valentino show.
wearing. What was he wearing? Oh my days! He had a very expensive baseball cap on. I
I
forgot
find
what. I
it so
forgot.
interesting how, like, I don't know why, it's just a weird observation. The kids of, like, tech or, like, science-related billionaires always go into fashion. Like, always.
Yeah, they're journalists.
But it's because you can participate. It's very easy to participate because you can
Maybe
afford
that's
it.
why, because you have the money
it?
and you're basically the client already. So you just kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of these people are genuinely. What's it called? Well, I don't want to say wealthy, because that's not what I mean. It's
I
like,
mean,
you know, those.
Phoebe Gates
Okay,
is, good lord.
all of you guys know that, like, there's people out there that are like, they don't work, they just shop, eat, sleep for a living. We know those type of rich people, in it.
Even
Their
the
family's
ones that
been rich
work,
from
it's not
years.
real work. It's like, you know, like, you know, like, your dad's like, oh, okay, today we're gonna have a meeting with so and so. Like, it's like you're just having meetings. Like, you've never actually done anything or provided value in
Exactly.
any way. You're just having meetings and doing work, I guess. But like, it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what I mean to say is that the ones that actually go out and have jobs, and like, even though they were like a beneficiary of nepotism, they still have like real jobs that they go out 9 to 5, and
Mm,
sometimes it's journalist, sometimes it's like, you know, creative consultant or creative director or whatever it is, right?
mm.
And they are like the middle class. Like, for as much money as you have, your parents have a certain mentality, which is go out and work for it because they're first generation
That's true,
millionaire
but
and
you're
billionaire.
still not middle class. Do you know why?
Yeah, you're not middle
As
class, but
much
I'm saying it's the
as
mentality.
much as you might be earning like a middle class person, but the problem is like everyone I know who has some rich ass parents, especially I know a lot of Nigerians like this, who have some dirty rich ass parents who are stealing our country's money. um, they go to schools with other people that are like them. So even if
Mm,
in adulthood, one of their parents is like, "We're not giving you any money. You have to fend for yourself." Well, their network is a mad thing.
mm.
So it's just like Sloan. I was watching a Sloan interview recently where he was like, I went to the same primary school as Moa and like all these other
What, the
people.
Courty one?
Yeah. So he was just like, yeah, so like this is how like we just link up and then that's how the
That's
creative
wild.
scene we started building it. So that's the thing. If you have middle class earnings but you have access to damn near billionaires' kids and billionaires, you're not really middle class, are you? All it takes is just
No, No
One
way.
shitty
Yeah, I would
idea.
never say that.
Yeah,
The
all it
wild
takes is
thing
one
is
shitty
that,
idea to put in front of your friends, and now you've got
yeah,
10 million funding round.
yeah. I just heard him say something to the effect of, "Oh, I had it. My parents had it and lost it, and sometimes it's even worse when you've had it and lost it because you know what is." I was just like, "Oh wow,
Hmm.
this. Yeah, I'm out of touch. I'm out of touch." I was like, that doesn't make no sense, bro. But fine. I'm not a major fan of people like that. Let me just put it that
And
way.
also, if like, by the way, I don't have any issue being
Or
rich.
that
Like,
mentality.
I,
Yeah.
me too. I don't want to have to worry about my bills. So I don't. There's no. I actually cool if you're rich, but it's more basically someone like that. Even if, because a lot of these people try to act like, oh, but my parents are different. Like they didn't give me any money. But it's like, yeah, but you still went to private school and you still that's your network. So at the end of the day, also, even if your parents are like that, they're not gonna let you die. So if you're in a tough spot, like a really tough spot, like something happens to you, like you're bankrupt, your parents are always going to pick up the pieces and not just be like, continue to be bankrupt and be depressed because whatever. They're going to
Mm,
step in and help you out. So you still have that option. Like your last ditch effort, your parents can still pick up the pieces. But other people, they don't have that. So that goes into things like if you're born into that kind of rich situation, even if you're middle class, you can take more risk, knowing fully well that if everything goes tits up, my parents can still step in when everything gets really bad.
yeah.
But other people
And
don't
that's
have that liberty.
interesting.
So it's just never going to be the same. So when they're
Yeah.
like, no, but like, they just never gave me money though.
I just
It's
want to
like,
say
bro,
that ability to take a risk is a massive,
it's
massive
huge
deal.
because risk
That's a
taking is what
huge
like
deal,
builds people's careers. It builds businesses. It's like huge
bro.
advantage.
Some people have to literally think about their bills, even though we did say that we were reckless and instead of buying food, we bought clothes. But
Facts.
we paid for that at a later date, immediately almost. So we're not talking about those type of risks, we're talking about the real risks where it's like, okay, it's a couple thousand, it's somebody's mortgage, but then these guys get to play with it
People
for
said, "Is that
real.
Meek Mill?" Yeah, that's definitely Meek Mill. Meek Mill out here just schmoozing with billionaires. Shout out to
Oh,
Meek.
yeah, man, shout out to me. No, but it's it's just good. It's good to have a good network, man. Shout out to all of the people that have a good network, but don't act as if you came from something that you're not. Like that's the one
Yeah.
thing. Like that's why I ask of all of my friends,
Fuck yeah,
really.
no, yo, rich people, yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You know what I'm about to say.
I'm trying to get us out of it. I'm trying to get us out of it. So
Like,
yeah, no,
fuck, all
just
that
I
money,
just
probably a huge walk-in closet. Like, god damn, golly,
oh, fuck.
golly.
But yeah, man, it's good. It's good to have good rich friends, fairly. To be fair, I would never complain about my rich friends. But like my rich friends know that they're rich.
No, I never want people to think I hate rich people. Well, it depends how you got your money, to be fair. But I'm not just going to automatically hate someone that's rich. One day I want to drive a Porsche 911 too. Like I get it. Um, like I'm not opposed to it at all.
Eh, exactly. Yeah, no, because sometimes, well, it depends, because we're allowed to bash rich people, but they're never allowed to bash us, and it's fair. It's fair. It's fair because they have the money. To be fair, if I
Life
was
isn't
like,
fair. There's double standards everywhere. I
yeah,
don't know why people complain
exactly.
about them all the time.
Like, in all honesty, if I had bare peas, like, I wouldn't care
Exactly,
about
which
what.
is why, like, what problem do you want to have? Do you want to be rich and not care, or not know when you're going to pay your rent, but then be able to hate on rich people? What
Like,
reality would you prefer? Like, let's be
I
honest.
I literally remember, I think it was 2015. It was February, and we paid rent every 3 months. And it was coming up to me paying rent, and I did not have income in that February, and I just had to make shit. I sold, well, a lot of t-shirts. I started a business and I sold bare t-shirts so that I
Yeah.
could make rent. I made the most money in 1 month that I ever made in a month prior, and it
Yeah.
all went to actually paying rent. That's how deep I was, and I knew that. I said to myself, "How can I make this money?" And I haven't made it before, and it's going all the way to rent. No, man, that's not a good feeling. Not to me, anyways.
Yeah. Someone said popping in to say at least Motorola chose to make her own money. I'm not even gonna comment on that.
Oh, I need to stop reacting with my face when people do certain things.
No, but like I went to school with these lot. Like I know who their parents are. Like I get that obviously a lot of people in fashion don't know these people. So like people just think that like these people got out the mud or whatever. But like let me just leave it there.
Man said popping in to say at least. Why do I don't give a fuck? I'll be so
See,
funny.
Victor said, I don't know if she makes her own money. Go and find out who Mora Lola's parents are and then come back to the stream.
You know what? Yeah, I don't care who Molola's parents are. Tell me how many times she drops in a year.
Why do you think she's able to not drop ever, basically, and just be
How,
living her
how,
lifestyle? Where do you think that money comes from?
how can like how sustainable is a lifestyle like that
Like,
when if
she's
your
in
main
Atlanta
income is supposed to
today,
be
New
fashion?
York tomorrow, London the next week. How do you think someone can sustain that lifestyle with a brand that basically never releases anything? Like, come on,
Yeah,
guys. Like,
I don't because one, I'm not passionate. Everyone knows I talk about fashion business. So let's do the mathematics. So like and that's not me. That's a honest that's my honest understanding of how she conducts her business, which is it comes from that place.
like
Like
I'm not even like exposing whatever because everyone in Lagos knows this shit. But like, people look at Moa and her clique like Detto as like rich kids that only hang out with other rich kids. So like they're the kind of their clique and their group. If they don't deem you cool in some way or just rich, they won't hang out with you or they won't even look in your direction. Like if you're from Nigeria, if you're from Lagos, if you went to the schools that I went to, there's no conversation about Moa making her own money in any way. Like the kind of family she comes from.
how I am by.
And there's
Let me
nothing wrong with it. Like it's just the reality. I think she makes it hard for herself because she's always tweeting like she got out the mud when she didn't. So it's a bit different. But if you just accept it, like it's cool. I think she's a talented designer in her own right. So it's not like she isn't talented or she isn't good. She's a good designer. It's just don't what's the right word? Don't embellish your past. She's doing an
wait
Alexander McQueen. She's doing an Elsa Scaparelli.
wait, didn't you and Mo get into it on Twitter?
Yeah, but it's not that serious. Well, maybe she took it seriously. I didn't take it that seriously.
She called you
Like,
a hater or something like that.
no, she called me the KKK.
What?
Yeah, she did. I
Oh,
don't find it that deep though. That's how she talks. To be fair, that's like the kind of
why
shit
did
she
she
would
call
say.
you the KKK?
Because she said that you don't need the KKK anymore when you've got people like me, like black people that hate on other black people. In other words, because I'm black, I am immune from critique from any other person that has the same skin tone as me.
She called you the KKK.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Um, All right. I'm gonna keep it together. I'm gonna keep it together.
No, that's
What are
that's
people
how she
feeling? Yeah.
talks though. It's the kind of thing she would say. That's a very Moa thing to say.
I, anyway, the late night chat is a little bit different than the regular scheduled. Wait, is he? Wait, Micah's sleeping.
Yeah, Mike.
Almost.
Wait, was that him?
Was what me?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
him.
you're not. Okay, so you're not sleeping.
Guys
What was the
dreaming
question?
about almost spicy.
Yeah, you were dream. Wait, did you get your? Did you get your
No,
burger?
no. I'm just posted up in bed. It's breakfast time now. We're in 6 a.m. territory, lads.
Hell Shop said she got her money from selling wet tanks. You're funny.
That's hilarious, fam. That's
Ever
not even her
funny.
drop, funnily enough. So
What whose
she,
Instagram is this that we're looking at?
Jamie C.
Who is that?
Like, cause we're looking at Bill Gates' daughter and
oh,
how basically her style leaves a lot to be desired. And contrasting that with someone else that has the same like access to money and like the difference. But I like Jamie. Like even what's that show again that she's on Netflix? I watched it, but I can't remember the name of it now. Um, but I always liked her outfits in the show, and like yeah, she's really stylish though. As far as like the socialite rich kids goes, she's definitely on the top of the list, like top tier.
this is interesting.
Yeah,
So
Bling
he,
Empire. There we go. There we go. She
okay.
actually get food out of the Balenciaga fucking
Can you
thing.
see this? Can you see what I'm showing?
No, I can't.
I can.
It's because it's in the tab in the thing. But if I click to that tab, then the streamer's gonna click to that tab.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
He said, "That's cool." What are you sharing?
Now I'm just sharing Heaven by Marc Jacobs.
Yeah. What do you think about Marc Jacobs these days?
I think he's tapped into the zeitgeist.
I was about to say because like he seems to just always know what trend is like on.
Yeah,
Like the nail thing, the bag stuff, like just seems to be tapped in.
he hasn't missed in a minute, especially when it comes to picking the right influences at the right time,
Mm.
regardless of whatever people are saying. He's locked in, and it really did start with Heaven by Marc Jacobs. Like, because I remember before when this page it was on less than 100k followers. I remember, and that was not too long ago. Now it's like
Mm.
one of the biggest pages, just for like if you're artsy, old alternative fashion girly, yeah, you
Facts.
like Heaven by Marc Jacobs, and yeah, and
I
it's
didn't
literally the
realize
same
man
thing.
like Kai Sanat and Lil Uzi Vert.
Someone said thoughts on Mark's recent nail obsession, but the fun fact is it's not recent.
Yeah,
He's been on that.
Nail obsession.
facts.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think he's just leaning into it more now because it's trendy. Like a lot of people are like replicating it and stuff.
wait, let me get some imagery. Oh wait, do you have imagery? Oh, you got the imagery already. Cool. My question is that are people saying that he's taken from black culture?
I think that with Mark, he's embedded in it enough to like, what's the right word to use? Because he's not like out here like, you know what people do. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he's embedded in it enough to where that's actually part of him, how he is naturally.
yeah,
Um, like Marc Jacobs grew up in like damn near guys coming up in the New York queer scene, like black queer scene.
yeah.
Um, That's why like Mark fucks with all the urbans. I remember when Virgil Abloh was alive, like everyone would be insulting Virgil, and Marc Jacobs would be the only person in Virgil's corner, defending him all the time. So no, Mark is a real one. I
That's
love Mark.
That's actually different, fam. I ain't seen
No,
Marc
Mark is a real
Jacobs
one.
defend Virgil. To
Did
be
you
fair,
not? Micah, do you
Yeah, that was
remember?
common. That was common. That was common. That
On
was common.
Instagram and everywhere, like
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I never saw his comments in
Because
the.
All
obviously
the
they've
time.
known each other from time as well. Like,
Wait. Did I never see his comments? I might be bluffing. I don't know.
they've known each other from like
Yeah, Leah,
15 years
The
prior.
Belgians weren't messing with Virgil. Raf said what he said. Walter van Beerdendonk said what he said. Yeah, they weren't.
I want the Belgians to know I'm never forgiving them. I'll forgive Mo before I forgive them. And I've already forgiven
Wait,
Mo.
what did Moa do to you?
Nothing. I was just
Uh,
it was you weren't listening to it before, so I was just harkening back. It was a callback. That's what it was. Mo has done nothing to me. She's a Nigerian woman. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I have nothing against Mo.
Marc Jacobs. Mark by Mark for Mark to Marc Jacobs.
Marky Mark.
Mark to Mark by Mark for Mark with Marc Jacobs. Yo, those names used to kill me. Mark by Mark for Mark with Mark to Mark.
Let me see. What's the chat saying? Wait, I just realized that Micah missed bare of what we were saying.
He did.
you know what? I'm fighting sleep anyway.
I know you're asleep. You're pretending to be awake and part of the conversation.
That's
No,
why
I'm muting my
Micah.
mic from time ago, bro. I'm muting my
That's
mic.
why. Oh, I tapped on that by mistake. But that's why Micah is in darkness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, guys, I'm in bed right now as we speak.
So
Like, don't get it
he's
twisted.
just
Do
he's
not get it
hidden.
twisted. I'm
Micah's hidden
literally
in
under my
darkness.
duvet. I've got 6 pillows. Like life is
6
calm.
pillows. Whoa.
Yeah, bro. 6 pillows.
You're a grown man to be honest.
Egyptian cotton, bro. 400 thread count.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, it's alright. It
It's
ain't
alright.
silk though. It ain't silk though.
It really isn't, fam. That's why your hair gets messed up easily.
Apparently, silk is like good for your skin. But then
It's
I was like,
literally-
I can't remember who I was talking. This is how I know fashion people have too much money. I went to some fashion event, and I didn't know how we were talking about bedding. And then this girl starts talking about how like, oh, you should like look into getting silk bedding because it's really good for your skin and shit. And I googled like the price of like the bedding, and I was like, what?
You don't need to get
What?
silk bedding. You should get silk pillows,
I'm
but you
like,
can get
what?
linen bedding or cotton bedding.
This girl thinks I'm gonna spend thousands of pounds just for my skin. I don't care about my skin that much. I'm
No,
not
when you
you.
get
You
when you
don't
get to
care
my
about
age,
your skin.
when you get to my age, you definitely start caring about your skin a lot.
It's like I'm not you. I don't give a fuck.
Not £1,000 worth of caring about your skin, but
Hell no.
it does get higher.
Hell no.
I'd drop a rack on some.
Yeah, Bob says silk is indeed good for your skin. Yeah, I agree, but goodness gracious, if you want to get real silk, not like the fake stuff, authentic like real silk is expensive as hell for bedding. It's like, oof.
What's Chilton? Wait, where did I disappear to?
Micah
not
turned his
doing
crib to a
They're talking about
5-star
Chill on
hotel.
Firehouse. This membership club.
Oh, okay.
It's calm, to be fair. Calm place.
Oh, Micah's wealthy. I'll be forgetting sometimes.
Yeah, like yo, Micah's like references in life and ours is not the same. You know what I'm saying?
All right, no, that makes sense. To be fair, Yeah, I remember in Paris. I learned some things about Mike at that time.
Go on, what did you learn?
Who we went to school with?
Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna say something else.
No, like well, it's Micah's business, but yeah, I remember learning who we went to school with, what they looked like, and
Mm.
what their lifestyles were.
Hannah Montana, best of both worlds.
See, Maya, I do that. Maya says it's more important that you moisturize, in my opinion. Exactly. See, I shower twice a day because it's part of my skincare routine, and I'm always moisturizing. I use the SPF in the daytime. Come on now. I don't have the thousands of pounds for the silk, but where I can, I still do my bit. I'm using salicylic acid in the morning, foaming cleansers at night. Come on now. Come on
Man,
now.
what steps of routines, fam.
Come on.
Alright, gents. I gotta log out because I need to get some beauty sleep. Talking
Me
about
too.
Yeah,
How's
I
this thing
got
calling
give
me a
it a call
bougie
of the
baddie?
day.
That's diabolical work, man.
but no, had some calm, cute little conversations.
It's fun. Even like going back and like looking at the whole hype scene and how all of that just it's crazy that that whole
Yeah.
thing just went.
I actually like those conversations. I want to see if we can expand on that. I do want to do the vox pop though.
Okay, people are saying in the comments that they want to see it. You put that into the ether, so hey,
If you want me
Maybe
to produce
maybe
it, I'll
Dammy can
produce it.
fire up his old channel again as well.
facts.
Stop it! Stop it! Oh
It's
my
been
god!
it's been a little while now.
Oh my
Can
god!
someone drop how many days it's been since Dammy's last video, please?
Oh my god! Don't start that. Because
That's what,
first of
bro.
all,
You're gonna get the treatment I get. They
I
tell
can't
me,
be
yeah,
peer
it's been
pressured.
153 days since you last posted. Like,
It's been almost 2 years. You know, like what did Kendrick Lamar say? I've been going through something. I've been going through 1,000 whatever
800,
days.
3,065 days.
I've been going through
Right.
something. But yeah, no. I'll produce that. It just depends on like I know Ayo's down whenever I'm free. It's just you, Michael.
Bro, I'm out here. I'm out and about.
No,
What do you
see,
mean?
this
Micah's
is the problem. Yeah, see,
outside. Like
I can't rely on
this
that.
man goes to
What?
barbecues
I can't
daily.
rely on
What
that.
do you mean? I'm out and
I can't rely on
about.
that. I
I'm
can't like
always.
if I
I'm
message
active.
out, yo, Thursday, 2 p.m. He's what's the location? He's got
Dammy, I
the
know what you
time.
mean, because Micah's gonna be like, "Oh, I'll be there, bro," and then
2 p.m. He's we're packing up, ready to go
Micah's
home,
about to turn up 3 hours
eating
late.
dinner.
What do you
know,
mean,
Micah.
guys? I'll arrive though. If I said I'm coming, I'm coming. You know.
Yeah, but you did. We said that a particular time was supposed to be there. You'll get there at 6 p.m., fam.
Micah's gonna be like, Micah's like, you tell him to, it's starting at 3. He's like, it's not that deep, bro. I'll get there for 5:30.
Bro.
These lot asked if I have toothbrush racks. Guys, I use that Colgate one. It's not even automatic. I like
Why are
that
they asking
manual
you for
feeling.
toothbrush
I
recommendations?
don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
Some people
Oh
have
my
£100
gosh.
toothbrush. I wonder for them.
Yeah.
Do you
I
have
do
a
that manual thing. I like feeling. If it were me, I'd even use that Nigerian stick self, the one I see my grandma use. But
I can't
bro,
lie. I use both.
I've been trying to use that for time.
yeah,
I
acquiring them
need
in the UK
I
is
need
not.
them sticks. I need the chew stick. The
No,
chew stick is
toothpick
way
is
better for your
goated.
teeth, you know. Oh wow! Shout out to Leo for backing, man. He's saying I don't pump fake uploads. See,
I don't
I
pump
know,
fake anything. When I
like
say
I
there's
know myself, fam.
when
I'm
I
not
say
gonna
there's a
promise you
video
guys
coming,
something I
guys,
can't
it's
deliver.
cooking.
Micah's
However,
like, look, I've been working on so many scripts. In fact, there's a new script I'm working on. I don't know where these scripts go.
It's true.
I don't
It's
know
one
where
true.
these
thing,
scripts end up.
Guys, I'm a busy guy, guys. But
one thing I do love to do is work with my friends on projects. I will 100% if the guys want to, I will 100% work on doing the what people are wearing in London, because I know we could execute that one and we'd have a good spin on it as well.
Yeah, run it, lads. Let's run it.
Facts.
Do I have any diamond racks? I actually do, but you're not in London, so I don't know how to. There's like 3 spots in Hatton Garden that are actually very safe.
Do you have any what? Diamond rep?
Recommendations.
What's a diamond rep?
Like a diamond,
Like
a
a
recommendation
diamond-
for a diamond jeweler.
Yeah.
For a jeweler?
Diamond jeweler.
Oh, so you know where to get diamonds.
Man
Do I
says
have
I
any
have a
trust
few in
fund racks?
Hatton Garden.
You have a trust fund rep.
Mike is on a different wavelength where he said, "Yeah, I've got a few in
Wait,
Hatton
but have you
Garden."
guys actually read about the tax savings you can get from having a trust fund? It's actually
Yeah.
quite bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
familiar a little bit.
It's actually quite bonkers.
Only a little bit familiar though. Like nothing I could put into practice today, so I just kind of leave it alone.
Mike, another asking you for tax lawyer recommendations.
It's ironic because they're asking all the ones I actually have.
So what's your trust fund rec?
I don't have a person, but I would recommend a trust fund. I would recommend you get one. Save yourself. If you pass away, you know, no one's paying taxes on acquiring your stuff. Your kids won't have to pay any taxes on getting your stuff. It just moves nice and simple.
What about an insurance rec? Do you have an insurance rec?
Nah, I don't, you know. But the chat didn't ask that one. I don't have
Why
any
not?
insurance, fam. Just Apple Care Plus.
What do you
That's
mean?
it.
So
I'm
you don't have
Monzo.
don't you have very expensive clothes?
Yeah, but they're not insured, unfortunately.
And you don't have them insured.
Unfortunately,
That's
they're
living
not
life on
insured.
the edge.
Well, what am I insuring it for? If I spill water on it, I spill water on it. It's just like,
If it burns,
So what if Bloody Osiris comes
water
and
alone?
takes
if
it?
it runs up on me, then the game's the game, innit? I charge it to the game.
But
I have to
I don't
go
know if he
scam
still
someone
does
else to
that,
get
but
even.
I don't know if he still does that, but there was a time when Bloody Osiris would be out here swiping people's gums.
No, but that was during like when scams were rife. So it was the game is the game again. Like,
Wait, he was out here swiping people's clothes. That's how he started.
wait, bro, wait.
It's just not common knowledge.
Yeah,
I thought he
Oh
was
my
just
God.
stealing from stores.
No,
no,
he was
no,
swiping
no.
people's garments.
So that he can do them videos.
No, not
those
even on a
pictures.
video thing.
No,
It's on that. It was on some pure game love shit. On some pure
Yeah,
game
it
love
was
shit.
more
Like,
to do with like he's not just swiping random garments. It's more like, say Bloody Osiris has been looking for a specific like Raf Simons 2004 jacket, and he's
and
been
he sees you laughing with that
searching
jacket.
Tumblr, eBay, by like everywhere, just searching, and then you just see someone wearing it. If you're moving a bit slow, you might swipe that.
Wow.
Leo said he's coming to London soon. Yeah, guys, we can show Leo around London. We can make a
Yes,
video
sir.
He
about
was
it.
coming to London. Okay. We'll come.
From
we'll show
SA
you
to
around, bro.
London.
Is Leo in SA now? Because I feel like Leo is a bit of a nomad. Leo has lived everywhere.
Is it?
Leo
thought
would be
Leo
like,
was in SA.
Leo would be like, oh, when I lived in Portugal, but one time when I lived in London, but one time I'm like, bro, where haven't you lived?
Oh, Leo's made of money as well, just like Michael. I'll be forgetting.
Wait, why am I made of money again? I've never beaten these allegations, but it's,
You
I
have
like
a
all these.
trust
I like all these
and
positive
diamond.
affirmations
All
because
I'm
every time you
saying
guys
is,
say that,
Micah,
I
if
must
you want
get
to buy
richer.
me my dream Porsche 911, I'm not gonna say no. Just putting it out there.
I mean, bro, all I know is when you get that whip, add me to the insurance, bro. Let me
Facts.
take it for a spin. We can do a swap. You can drive my Rolls Royce color.
Oh yeah, Micah's car that he's
Wait, you want
obsessed
a
with
Cullinan?
is Rolls
Bro,
Royce
that's my
Cullinan.
dream whip, bro. What vehicle?
Give me a
Cullinan.
fact.
That I just don't know where you're. Anyway, by the time you buy a Cullinan, you can afford a driver because you ain't parking that
No, I'm driving it, bro. I want to drive it. I told you, 70%
And
of
park
all
it
Rolls Royce
where?
owners drive that. No, you just take the £60 fine, like Scapster.
Because the car's too big, it doesn't
No,
fit in
you
normal parking
literally just take
bays.
the £60 fine anytime you go. Like it's minor
The
though.
cover is huge, by the way.
Like it's minor. It's minor.
Like, have you seen the boat tail in real life?
Yeah, bro.
That's a long
But it's
car.
my if I drop £500,000 on my car, what's £60 every time I want to drive? Like
That's a speedboat, fam.
Oh, Leo, it's Barcelona you lived in, not Portugal. Ah, there we go. I knew it was somewhere in Europe.
Hilarious. Like, that makes any difference.
Mike is buying a Cullinan next week. The thing I don't like
Alright.
about a Cullinan though is like I don't like a drawing attention to myself. So like I feel like
no,
if you
but
have
bro,
a
if you
Cullinan,
just get it in that, there's this one
bro,
black color. I do it in, bro.
robbers are following you home. I have a friend. She drives a Bentley Continental GT. Robbers literally
That's
followed
my
her to her
car.
house. She literally had to like drive to like the next city just so that they'll follow her there, so she wouldn't know where she lives.
I mean,
And that's a
tell
Bentley
them
Continental
to just
GT.
get some insurance.
That's not even half the price of a Cullinan. Like that's bro.
A Bentley Continental GT is a really good car. It's one of my favorite cars. When I started liking cars, I like that car.
Let's talk watches. What's your favorite
It's
watch?
It depends. I've actually kind of evolved nowadays. It depends what
Do
type
you
of
like bulky watches?
um.
I do not like bulky watches.
It depends on what you mean by bulky,
Um,
because all watches are
anything
now.
from a Submariner to a Richard Mille are all too bulky for me. Everything that size
Okay,
and look.
RMs.
Is
I
it?
like the RM11. I do.
it's so
I
funny
like
because
but
my favorite watch is not expensive.
currently the
So it's
Cartier
just like
Car Crash is my
Oh, that's
favorite.
a classic. First.
hard.
Um, what else? There's a Bulgari watch I really like. There's a Vacheron Constantin. I really like.
Which, you know?
I forgot the name of his. They have long names. I can't remember the name of every serial number. But I like most Rolexes. So I like Sky Dwellers kind of. They're probably my least, but I like those. I like Rolex GMT Master, Rolex Daytona, Big Red. The Big Red in particular I like. And the Oyster Perpetual, like we were speaking of before.
Classic, bro.
Oyster
First. I don't really
Perpetual.
like the GMT, but it's because I don't care for that bezel, man. All these turning bezels and all that. I don't really. I just like plain and simple stuff. I really like IWC. A lot of their watches are like.
Yacht Master is good as well.
Oh, my boy just got one of those. Actually, it's quite nice.
Yacht
To
Master,
be fair,
and
but I only like the platinum one.
I like the Patek Philippe World Time.
Oh, Nautilus, obviously, and the Aquanaut.
Yeah.
Crazy watches.
And then the Audemars Piguet Perpetual Calendar Moon Phase. Wait, is it I forgot what it's called. Give me a second.
Michael, would you
I love
get
it.
Talking about his wealth network. What did I even say, fam? Don't even
what are
know
you
what I
talking
said.
about?
They said I'm talking about my wealth network, but I don't even know what I said. I
Your boy
literally don't
had a
even know
Yacht
what
Master.
Oh yeah, but he's like okay, fair, I guess.
Yeah, the AP Perpetual Calendar Moon Phase. So yeah.
Micah, are you a fluted bezel type of guy?
I'm still trying to decide. I'm in an RM. But if there's a fluted bezel, I think you need the Jubilee bracelet as well.
Yeah. That's the Prezi.
I'm a fluid bezel kind
That's
of
the Prezi
person.
right there.
I like the crunch as well. It needs to come with a crunch.
What's the crunch?
Like when you spin the bezel and it just goes.
Oh, but fluted bezels don't spin. Well,
That's
from
true.
Rolex.
Yeah. That's the only way I'm getting a fluid bezel. As if it goes. He's go or crick.
Next
Micah,
video I'll drop on my
look
channel will
at
be
the
a watch
screen.
review.
I
What Cartier
basically
tank? I prefer the
I
Santos.
spec I
That's it.
spec a Prezi. That's the exit watch.
Oh,
Wait,
bro, why am I looking at a Cartier,
which
bro? Am I being
screen?
stupid?
Oh,
Oh, bro, your stuff is way behind, my guy.
Let me refresh.
You
Maybe
behind, my
my
guy.
nap took me
yeah.
a bit.
Go to
Let
the
me see.
YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm here.
He
Oh, a
said
little
he's a
day, a little
Nigerian
day.
oil tycoon. Come to watch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. I like the one with the white face or the one with the like muddy green face
Where
as
you
well.
like the day?
Um,
I don't
I
even
I'm
like
gonna
it.
say
I
yes,
just,
but I'm very specific about which
yeah.
one I like.
I don't even like the day date, to be fair. It's
like
like
the
the
Bro,
date
style of it
just.
is not
and just
me.
like no, to go on the platinum 1908,
Rolex
bro. That watch
Rolex
is
tried to make me
crazy.
buy a date just as well, you know.
Yeah,
I was I
low
wasn't
key.
so upset
They
about the
force
sky color,
everyone
but
into
the
that.
date just
That
was
or
just
the
a no.
tiny little perpetuas.
I
Bro,
was
pull up the
annoyed
1908. That's actually a watch I really like. When I
because
drive in my color and if I have like watch,
This
I'm
guy
chilling.
said when I'm
I just I just knew that they wanted to make everybody buy a date just right, and then
The
suddenly
thing
I
about the
see all of the rappers
1908
wearing it.
though, I only like the thingy
The
one.
platinum one, bro. It's the platinum
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
That's the one
yeah.
with the brown strap. Stupid watch.
Cause
Stupid watch.
yeah, it's just kind of weird. I don't know. It just looks weird to me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm more of a
Why?
Cartier tank kind of
Bro,
guy.
it's such a pretty watch, man.
Cartier
Nah,
tank.
but
Such a pretty watch.
Santos, Kuwait, yep. People know about the wait.
Platinum
Purple Rain
only.
knows about the Bulgari. That's gang. Psycho. Are you a psycho or grand psycho?
Grand Psycho, bro.
I'm not really a grand psycho type person, but I understand. I'm getting back into Brightlands again. Brightlands is a
I've never
good
really felt right then,
type
bro.
watch though.
Yo, Michael, why they saying in the chat that it matches your LV turtle?
I don't even know,
Tag
bro.
is easily one of the most best classic watches. Tag and Omega are the most slept on by guys, especially black guys.
Omega's tough, bro. No, but Omega's a hood classic, like
Victor,
for watch lovers,
I
anyway.
own a Tag Heuer, so I like Tag Heuers. They're nice.
Yeah, I think if you're building a good watch collection, it does have to have Omega in there,
Facts.
and it should have some tag in there as well. At any level, tag is good. At any level, Omega is good, and no one's gonna cut off your hand for wearing them. So, because
Guys, the
they
thing
don't know
is,
how expensive they're gonna be. So, yeah. But with a Rolex, everybody knows how expensive a Rolex is, so they're definitely cutting your hand off. Did you see that that woman got her RM taken in what's it called, King's Cross St Pancras?
Why is she wearing, like, no offense, but like,
Her and her two children, I believe, they were all wearing RMs.
why?
But let's for the sake of argument say it's just
Did they
her,
just
and she's
not know
with.
where they were?
She was imagine she was with all her luggage, and she was walking to King's Cross St Pancras. She was in the station, and they followed her into the station. Was like, "Run me your jewels," and then they left. So that means they were tracking her from the hotel all the way down to the
But
station.
why would you wear RMs in a place as public as King's Cross? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in
Well,
my
this is the
life.
thing, right? Central London is the most safest area you could be in, but at the same time, it's not safe
is it
for some
though?
type of people.
I
Yeah,
think it's I
just
think it's
for
the
the
least safe.
cameras,
I think it's safe for us
but yeah, for the
because we
well,
know
yeah,
how we're
correct.
moving because
Yeah,
we've basically grown up here. But I
but
think some people
safest.
just don't know how to move.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't say safest. Safest isn't the word. It's got
I
the
feel like
most
criminals go
security.
to Central to find people to rob.
It's definitely the most security in central London
Hmm.
because of just the plain amount of cameras and security footage that goes around it. But there's the thing, right? She got her RM taken, which means she just doesn't have hazard perception. because these people
But
are
like
tracking you
wearing,
for miles, or
but
not miles.
wearing an RM in King's Cross is basically like strapping £100,000 to your
But you know
chest
what,
in
bro? The thing
cash
is, if
and
you have
walking around.
insurance, it's minor. Like, if you've got your thing insured,
But
who
you're still
cares?
getting violated, fam. Those
No,
are
but
minor.
if man come up to me and say, "Oh, give me your Rolex," I'll say less, bro, and I just hand it over.
But the problem is that's not how it goes most times. They don't just say, "Give me your Rolex," and then you're like, "Okay, cool," and then they wait for you to take your Rolex. That's just not how
Especially
it
you, Micah,
goes.
fam. You're not like if you're not gonna get treated like a white person taking off your Rolex, fam. Like
I mean, I think if you got insurance, you're gonna get caught.
they'll
Micah,
start
yo,
making you
dummy,
do start
Micah
jumps.
thinks criminals are gonna be like, okay, let me wait for you as you take off your Rolex.
No, I just don't think. I think we
Kind
just
sir.
exaggerate. I think we just
Man,
exaggerate how often this happens. Because I know men
exaggerate.
that wear
What do
their
you
Rolex every day and
mean?
like they're chilling. Like,
No, Micah, okay, you seem like I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit deluded that you say that. How often do you see Rolexes in general?
but that's the thing. You just don't know you're looking at a Rolex a lot of the time,
What do you mean? Oh
bro.
my days,
If it doesn't have a Jubilee bracelet,
bro. Oh
bro, if
my
it doesn't have a
no.
Jubilee bracelet, most people don't even know what kind of watch you're wearing
It's
My
until
weird
they look at
that
the watch
God,
you're
face.
people
wrong,
know
and
what
I don't
Rolex
Bro,
is.
I'm telling you,
people know
bro.
what Rolexes
Bro,
are.
I'm telling you, your average person
Micah,
doesn't
they
know what
knew
a
what an
Rolex is. Like,
RM was.
no, but bro, an RM is very Bailey and RM.
No,
An
it's not,
RM is very
because
Bailey and RM.
there's fake watch shapes today that can look like RMs. But that's not what I'm saying. This isn't what I'm saying. I don't want to get into what's an RM or
Micah's
say.
gonna be like, can you give me 10 seconds while I give you this watch?
We'll find out, guys. We'll find out together, and I'll report back.
Man saying
Like,
that would like no, we're not like it's not every day someone gets to see a Rolex, and as soon as they see a Rolex, they want that Rolex. And most people aren't even like the big criminals like that. You see one 6 foot black guy and you think he's a criminal anyways. So it's not gonna take that much.
I'm just saying, if you lose your watch and you had it insured, I don't think it's that deep. That's what I'm saying. And I think if you're spending that much on a watch, why
Wait,
would you
so
not
do you
insure
mind
it?
get so you just don't mind getting violated then, I'm guessing.
Well, I'd rather someone take my watch than my life. Yeah.
No, but Micah, you're living life on edge because Micah's philosophy, yeah.
How
Let
can
me,
you live life on
yo,
edge and
Micah's philosophy is when he gets these watches, what he's going to do is he's going to have insurance, so he doesn't mind if anyone robs him because he'll just claim it on insurance. But my thing is that, what do you know is going to happen in that robbery? People get killed for watches, like in the process
Yeah,
of
but
people
people
trying to
get
take
killed for all
someone's
sorts of
watch.
things, man. Like,
I know, but you're just putting yourself in harm's way by being like, I'm gonna wear this watch everywhere because I want to, because I have
okay.
insurance.
And here's the other part,
no,
right?
but
Micah,
okay.
let's say you get taken for your watch calmly and peacefully the first time, right? Everything is on CCTV, everything like that. They give you your insurance or whatever it is, reluctantly, but they give it to you. The second time it happens that your watch gets taken calmly and peacefully, the insurance are going to be looking at the security footage like, why is this person so freely giving up his goods? And then they're going to investigate you on why you're giving up your things so calmly and freely, and why you're putting your goods, your so-called goods, in harm's way.
Well, I'm down a Rolex.
You know, this is the second Rolex. No,
Yeah,
we're
so
not
then
talking
I'm
about the
down a
first time that
Rolex. Like,
happened.
all
We're
I'm
talking
saying,
about
my point is just, I don't think it's worth losing your life over whatever you have on you. So
I
if
don't
you
think
could
so,
just
but
have
I
I
think
never
that
said that.
having certain things on you can increase the probability of you
well, yeah,
losing
but
your
then
life.
niggas
Though
is never gonna have nice things. Like,
What do you mean?
it's just a
That's not
time
what.
and place. Micah,
Literally,
there's places where you can wear. Like, if I owned a Rolex, when I go
everybody
Fashion
got a
Week,
Rolex.
I'll be wearing it brazenly because of where I'm going. But, like,
Yeah.
if I'm in King's Cross in London, I'm not wearing it. Like, it's just
No,
time and
2
place.
a.m. in the morning.
no, bro. But
Wait,
well, okay. Anyway, like let's just move on because I don't think I just think if you've got insurance and you've got like not a bait watch, and you want to wear your watch. That's what I think. Like if you're someone that's scared to wear your watch, then don't wear your watch.
No,
That's what I
good
think.
people who are good watch thieves know what watches are,
It's
and
not
But
even
that's
they
could
about
be
have
it.
Marcus.
All
It's
I
not
know, but
even
I just
about
mean if
being
you're if
scared. It's
no, but
about
I'm
just
saying
time
if you
and
feel like your
place.
watch might get taken, just don't wear the watch. Like I'm not gonna wear the watch to like. Wait, you know what? Why is this even a conversation? Like
no,
let me use my goods how I want to use my goods. Like
bro. You're the one who made that conversation. Don't do
We're
that.
trying to throw Micah
You
the
made a
alley oop.
conversation.
no. You guys,
Basically,
it's not a
basically,
conversation. I
Dammy,
just
we
think
toss Micah the alley oop, and he missed the backboard completely. Like
Bro,
he
he
there's
just,
no
didn't
I don't
even.
even
alley
know
oop,
what
fam.
happened.
You meant like I just think if you want to wear your watch, wear your watch. If you don't wear it. Like there's nothing more to it.
This guy said, "Oh, insurance will take care of everything." Oh my god.
No,
Okay.
but the same applies to
The
whips,
one that's
bro. Like
killing me
niggas
is
with a
not
Range
even that.
Rover, like
I think
that's
the
like,
insurance thing is fine. I think what kills me that Micah said is just, do you think I'm gonna give it to them? But I think Micah's under this pretense that when
no.
when they're
What I
taking
mean,
his
no, but
watch
you
the
guys,
first
no,
time,
you guys are just purposely taking it literally. Because what I mean is, when niggas is trying to rob my watch, I'm not gonna be fighting them over my watch. Like niggas can have the watch. That's
you
all I
don't have
mean.
to fight them; they'll fight you. Have you seen videos of people's? Have you seen videos of
Nah, you
people's
know what?
watches
I'm
get
going to
taken?
bed, guys. See you later. Fuck this. Like, why am I having this
No,
conversation?
no wait. That's joke. Do you know how jokes this is? So I'm guessing that no one like this just sounds like no one's taken anything from Michael before.
Yeah, because why am I getting robbed for? What are niggas getting robbed for?
Okay, see that just explains everything. Don't worry about it, fam. Honestly, we can move on now. Don't worry about it. Man
The thing
thinks
is, no,
robberies
you
just
know what's funny too
happen.
is, no,
Robberies on men just happen calm. No, it's fine, bro.
no,
I
the thing
swear to
is,
God, we don't need to talk
the
about this
thing
no
is,
more. I swear to
Like
we're also,
that.
you man are acting like
No, no, no,
I'm
no,
not
no, no, no.
perusing
Don't drag
London
it.
every.
Don't drag it. Don't drag it. Don't drag it. Don't drag it.
Micah,
You said
I'm
you've
just
never been robbed.
trolling.
It's calm.
I'm
It's
just
calm.
trolling.
It's calm.
Like,
It's calm.
nah, that's funny.
It's calm. It's calm.
Because
It's calm. It's calm.
bro, I'm
It's calm.
in London
Why?
every
Okay.
day. Like,
Why are you bearing to this now?
because I'm like, it's not like you know, I think the difference is as well. You have that man that are like, for example, those people who are like, oh, I've never left, I've never left Hampstead Heath before, and
I
but
don't even
like,
know what a Hampstead Heath is, son.
Hampstead Heath is a part of London.
I don't know what a Hampstead Heath is.
Hampstead Heath
Come
is
on,
wait,
Dammy,
bro,
you
do you
know
live in London?
Hampstead
Dammy, where
Heath.
do you live?
You know Hampstead Heath,
I
bro.
know Hampstead Heath. I'm trolling. My
Oh.
days.
Definitely trolling. But all I'm saying, like trolling aside, because I was trolling, all I'm saying is that when people take your watch, it's not a
Okay,
peaceful
what did I
affair.
get beat up for my watch, guys? I'm what, like, you know what I mean?
No, we're not. Honestly, we'd rather you just simply get
I
beat up and
don't
your watch
care.
get taken than anything else. I'm not saying that you're wrong in that aspect. However, robberies just aren't as simple
No, my
as,
point is that at
oh,
the end of the
if
day,
they
like,
want my watch, I'm just gonna give them my watch, which is fine. And you've never been in a robbery, and that's great. Honestly, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
nah, damn, you don't like niggas to have nice things, right?
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that.
No, that's too funny. That's way too funny. One day, Mike, if this ever happens, I need you to film it. Like, just wait there 1 second. Okay, take the watch.
Well, let me live stream this. Hello.
I'll stream it to the tube. I'll be like, guys, I'm just proving a point to my friends. Is it all right if I quickly set up my tripod while you take my belongings?
That's fine, man.
Wait, I forgot my shotgun mic at home. Can I quickly run home and get it and then continue filming?
Oh my gosh. I actually forgot that Micah is as much of a troll as me. Micah is actually a troll.
No, they said you don't even film fit pics.
What does that mean?
So why are you gonna film a robbery if you're gonna
What's filming a fit pic?
just you doing styling videos? I guess IRL streaming a robbery. That's funny, fam. The robber ain't got no Rolex. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him.
That's hilarious.
No, but the irony of this shit too is low key, like on the like slightly adjacent point. When a lot of these like, well, if it's like a fashion person they're encountering, more time than not, the clothes you're wearing are probably worth more than a watch. Like,
Oh damn.
Yeah.
as in like if your watch is like if you got like a tag on, so let's say your tag's like 2K, 2.5K. I know more time than not, you're wearing 2.5K's worth of clothes, like really and truly. By the time you've
No,
got a
but
wrap packet on, that's two racks.
The thing is, I can wear my tag everywhere because it's not a Rolex though.
No, bro, I think you guys are overestimating how.
It's
But I'm
not
saying
a
even if you wear no,
Rolex.
but even still, your my point is your tag like is ironically not the most expensive thing you're wearing that day. Like if
Maybe
you've got a
depending on
coat
what I'm
on and
wearing.
bro, your fit's probably 4 racks. Really and truly,
Maybe.
like.
Maybe, but hey, it's more about what people know. So it's like that's the thing. Is do people know or not? Because you could be wearing a Chanel couture piece that costs 200K, but if people don't know what it is, they don't know what
No,
it
that's
is.
my point.
So
I'm
it's
saying
like,
it's ironic that like, oh, they're trying to run your pockets for XYZ. Meanwhile, they can actually hit a far bigger lick if they just if they knew.
no, but it's true. But it's like at the end of the day, if they don't know, they don't know. But with Rolex, they know though. They know what a Rolex is. Like there's literally watch thieves. That's their jobs. Just the same way there's car thieves.
Yeah, and just the way there's body armor pieces thieves as well. Like the game's the game, isn't it?
Micah really is the type to ask the robber if he looks good.
Ask him to take a fit pic, fam, before he takes the watch. Can I get one last fit pic in it?
This guy's an idiot. He said, "Can I take one last fit pic?" Goodness gracious, this guy. Oh man, no, Mikey, you are too funny. Bro, you literally made Dammy tap out.
Oh right, I'm back. What's up? What happened? What I mean? You were talking about I don't
Oh
know. You
man.
guys were talking about wearing 4K fits. These times they caught you. They caught the robbers in 4K stealing your Rolex, Michael. How do you feel?
Micah really is in darkness, facts. Facts.
You can't sell Balenci's in a pawn shop. That's true. To be fair, you can 100%.
No, but if you tell them it's from FW16, which is arguably one of Demna's best collections, they might be more interested in it.
Goodness gracious.
One last photo dump for the. Yo, imagine that, fam. You're like, no, before you steal all my shit, yeah, can I just take a pic?
No, I ran that one already.
That guy will definitely knock you out on the spot.
No. I wonder
Like,
what.
definitely.
To be fair, yeah, no, like it makes sense. Like because this one we were talking about earlier, isn't it? Like the hardship that Mike has been through.
Obviously, Micah's living in a different reality to the rest of us because.
No, Michael's
Goodness
rich, man.
gracious. No, Micah's actually a world class troll. I thought I was bad.
The chat's killing me, man.
Wait, Leo says if you get robbed by a Demna fan, you have bigger
He's
issues.
gaslighting now.
Who is like, if we were to put the archetype of like a Demna Vesalia fan, what would they look like exactly? Obviously, they'll be wearing Balenciaga head to toe, but like,
They'll
what
look
would they
at
look like?
Micah a little bit, to be fair.
That's crazy.
And then they'll look like a tall, slim, well, taller than Micah.
No, I'm not a stereotypical demo fan.
Slim,
Oh, you know what?
big
Now that we're talking about
glasses,
that,
white t-shirt, jeans, and running shoes. Not running shoes, football shoes.
Football shoes is crazy.
Yeah. That's what a typical Demna fan looks at today. And
imagine
then
getting robbed by someone who knows who Ray Kubo is.
that's crazy, you know. If you know
That's
who Ray
actually
Kubo is,
impossible.
please.
They said, yo, is that CVG FW99? Yeah, give me that now.
That's what Bloody Osiris was on though. That's crazy. That's a funny thing because this has definitely happened to some people.
I'm dozing off now, guys.
Mercurial
Okay.
AstroTurfs. I forgot
No,
about
we
that
actually need
shit.
to end the stream, but
This is
it was
love.
Micah.
What
Yeah,
did I
Michael
do?
said,
Bro, I was
wanted to
napping,
drag the
guys.
feet
I had
from
a
the.
nap and everything.
No,
Dude.
you decided to troll in the feet from there. You did. Like I said, yo, we can stop right here, and you were like, nope, nope, nope.
I
So
think that
like,
what's good about today's streams, what I really like about this channel in general is that it's like obviously it's super educational for like fashion and for life and for all the other stuff we talk about. And I really like that today's lesson was just about getting insurance, you know. If you have insurance, all your problems are solved. That's what we've learned from today's stream.
Yo, I swear, in Micah's world, yeah, you just call the insurer, oh, I lost my watch, and they pay it out to your
yeah,
account the next day.
that's never happening. But people
No
think that
investigation, no
not at all.
evidence needed.
Yeah.
Like, he's just...
Oh, because I'm a good guy and I don't have a criminal record.
But you know what? Actually, I have my phone got snatched once. I remember that actually.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I forgot about that. To be fair.
What did you end up doing about it? Quickly.
To be fair,
Called
he
insurance.
did get
I
money
called
from insurance.
insurance.
To be fair, he did get money from insurance. He did.
Wait, what did they rob from you again?
He did.
What they rob from you?
Michael's literally an insurance fiend.
Wait,
if your insurance
was it
premiums
your
go up,
phone?
it's because of Micah.
Wait, what did they rob from you?
My phone.
They took his phone.
Oh, that's nothing in comparison
Guys,
to a watch.
if any of your insurance premiums go up, you have Micah to blame. He is the reason why.
Do you know why that's not a big deal? Do you know why that's not a big deal to insurance in comparison to a watch? They just have levels of thievery or levels of ownership, right? So a phone, sometimes a phone can be worth 2,000, not really, but grand theft would be a watch that's over £5,000.
No, but it also depends on what type
So
of
they
insurance
actually
you
they
have.
just and
Like, if
no,
you
but
have- 'cause-
what I'm saying is they treat it differently. So let's say you've got a Rolex, a couple Van Cleefs, and Cartier Love Heart bracelet, right? Someone takes you for those, you're finished because they're gonna have to do a deep investigation. If it's
what I'm saying is it also
literally a
depends on
phone,
what
which
type
is like
of insurance you have.
£1,000,
Because some men just have like content insurance for their home, and they say, "Oh yeah, I've got a couple of expensive things." Whereas like when you're at a watch dealership and you've got like dedicated watch insurance, at least the process is more primed and geared towards watch theft, as opposed to you asking Santander, "Oh yeah, my watch just got took. This watch I didn't specifically outline to you that I had." Meanwhile, when you've got insurance from from a watch dealer, these men have the exact serial number of your watch. They know exactly what model it was, what purchased it, when you purchased it, all that kind of stuff. So it also just depends on what type of insurance you have. The Damilara Rage quit.
On that note, guys, we'll be seeing you in the next video
Peace
or
out, guys.
stream.
See you next
Hope
stream.
you guys had a great time tuning into After Hours.
IRL
See you
stream
guys
coming
on
soon.
stream.
IRL
Facts.
stream coming soon, you know. Obviously. Io's gonna be streaming. Wait, you didn't tell them. Io's got a stream with Bernardo and Noah coming very soon.
This guy is.
He's
I
got a
don't
stream.
believe a word he says.
Obviously, LVMH got to him, guys. They run his
Bernard,
pockets
if you're
now.
watching, I
So-
did not have anything to do with whatever statement he's making right now.
That's how I
I'm
just get assassinated
totally-
tomorrow.
Literally.
LVMH assassination.
I'm totally separated.